What is going on, everybody? My name is Conor. Welcome to a very special Weird News Wednesday. This is the top 10 of the year, and we are here for a highlights package, Shaun.
A highlights package?
A highlights package.
A package of highlights.
So much less work for me, but so much more work for you.
It's almost like all the work I don't do in the year is now concentrated into this one episode.
Get this out for Wednesday, boy.
Oh my god, there's so much editing to do.
So what is the top 10 Weird News? I know it's in the name.
Right.
But if this is somebody's first episode, it's always somebody's first episode. Do you think this is a good introduction to the show?
This is like watching a best of your This is like watching highlight clips on YouTube of a TV series, and then you're like, oh, I might tune into that.
And then you realise the rest of the show is really bad.
It's all trash.
Yeah.
Basically, every week for the last year, we have put out a Weird News Wednesday episode with 7 to 8 weird news stories in it.
And we could only find 10 half decent ones.
10 that we were willing to put into a list. But it's all been accumulated. Yes. Everyone's voted on it. Thanks, everyone.
We threw the votes out. So what we did last year was we had to do the votes ourselves.
Because no one was listening.
Well, I had like 2 or 3 votes. I was kind of like, that's nice. But this year I actually had the privilege that I did a list of about 31 stories. And I put them all in a little poll that I did up myself. A little bit of typing.
He did a bit of coding. He hacked the mainframe. He hacked Facebook.
I used the keyboard and I typed in words.
And he said, I'm in.
I have an earpiece, I'm in.
And then everyone was able to vote.
Then you'd slowly drop from the ceiling on a wire for no reason.
Just up and down. Like a giant playing a yo-yo.
You said you were in.
I'm out, man.
And so, I did up the list, and because we had 30, I was like, we definitely need help. So we threw it out to you guys, and we had like such a good response, and a very, like, it's just lovely to see, because you got loads of votes, and people could vote on anything they wanted. There was some things that, like, one of them especially ran away with it, but it was very tight for, like, all of the other positions.
And there were things that I couldn't call it, like, what story would end up where.
Yeah, like, me and you were talking, we were like, what do you think is going to be in the top 10? I mean, you could only name like 4. We're on the show.
And we've spoken about all these stories.
So, this is our top 10. Now, do we have honourable mentions before we get to... It's going to be a surprise for each one. I haven't revealed the results. I even hid the results on the poll, so nobody knows what the order is.
Except for me and you right now.
Right now.
But you have the list and I've already forgotten it.
That's true. You're going to be doing that work later on this week.
Oh no.
So I only have one honourable mention that didn't make it, and that was the guy who was humping the rail outside McDonald's. For the sole reason that story stands out to me, because we came up with that character who was a little child, but he was
like the Bugsy Malone type.
He was here see policeman, and then his policeman was his father, and so I think that's my one honourable mention. I don't know what episode that's in.
We'll find it.
We'll find it. Yeah,
it's gonna play in about 7 seconds.
Exactly. So play that tune there now. Naked Florida man performs strange dance at McDonald's before trying to have relations with a railing.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh no. With a single railing?
Yes. A Florida man, stripped naked, did what the arresting officer described as a strange dance at a McDonald's restaurant and was seen trying to have relations with a railing by a witness to the bizarre incident.
Oh Lord. Someone had to witness that.
There was more than one witness.
Jesus.
A day prior to Sunday's disturbance, John Francis Morgan,
3 first names,
62, never trust a man with 3 first names, had told County Sheriff's Office deputy that he intended to go to McDonald's in Naples, where he had been banned over a similar previous outburst. So he said to the sheriff, I'm going to that fucking McDonald's.
But it'll never happen again, officer.
No, I'm going. I just want food.
I just want me Big Mac.
I swear. The officer warned him not to go there. And Morgan said, I won't. Don't you worry, lad.
Fair play.
I won't go.
Morgan's an honest chap.
But Morgan did not heed that warning.
Fuck's sake, Morgan.
And the following day went to the McDonald's restaurant on the trail east, the Tamiami Trail, which... Fair enough.
It's a place.
I was dispatched to McDonald's in reference to a white male wearing white shorts, taking their clothes off and doing a strange dance, said Morgan's arrest report. The caller stated that they believe the male to be possibly on drugs, Sean.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that the reason?
The male was doing this near the front door of the McDonald's.
Oh, no.
While I was on my way to McDonald's, it was also stated the male pulled his pants down, but then very quickly pulled them back up.
He realised what he was doing.
He was wrong. Sorry, lads, I've gone too far.
No,
Fair enough.
That's on me.
Lastly, the caller stated that it looked as though the male was trying to have sexual relations with a railing that was outside the place.
See, this doesn't make sense to me, the
Why?
railing bit.
Yeah.
What, like, are you and I picturing the same railing?
I'm picturing, like little bars.
Yeah.
Like, single line bars.
But I'm thinking they're like, 6 inches apart.
Yes.
And
do you think he was kissing it? But his underwear's on. It says his underwear's on.
pull the pants back up.
Yeah, he pulled his pants back up, so it's not like he's not going full.
No.
But surely there's just a lot of like kissing and hand holding.
Bit of stroking, maybe.
Stroking.
I don't know. Those railings are filthy as well. Lead paint.
Oh no. I like the strange dance. What is the strange dance?
It's like a mating ritual for a railing.
He's trying to mate the railing.
But surely, like, the railing can't move.
Doesn't have much. What's the word I'm looking for? Standards.
No,
Not high standards on a railing.
not at all. Well, unless it's a high railing.
Yeah, unless it's a high railing. But in terms of standards itself, it'll fuck any man.
Did it have the spikes on the top?
No, I don't think it does.
Oh, excellent.
I really hope it doesn't.
No.
Because that could lead to other things.
What could it?
Death.
Someone could get hurt.
Yes. The strange dance leading to the sexual relationships with railing. Even though he said to the officer he wasn't going to that McDonald's the day before.
Did he go for food or did he go to?
Does he just go for the railing? Is it that one particular
the one railing?
Yeah.
And he's been kept apart from that railing for too long.
It's a romantic level that he can't even think about. He loves the railing too much.
And no other railing does it for him.
No other railing does it for him.
We're talking about a fucking railing.
Yeah. I was trying to think of railing puns.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Like, okay. I was also trying to think of a Happy Meal joke.
Yeah.
For a little while.
Good stuff.
Didn't make any sense
No.
to me. Imagine me the officer who was like, no, don't fucking go to it. And then you get a call saying,
oh, fuck's sake.
There's a man and he's
that Francis Morgan again?
Well, he's taking his clothes off and
He's
dancing.
taking his clothes off, is he?
Yeah.
After I fucking told him
doing
yesterday.
a strange dance in front of the railing.
Strange dance. The mating dance. He's doing the mating dance again.
I would look I'm a 9-year-old.
Yeah.
But I think it looks like a
Wow,
mating
you are a
dance.
very deep voiced 9-year-old.
Thanks very much.
Yeah.
I've been smoking since I was 6.
That's pretty cool, actually, in fairness. My daughter smokes as well. She's 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fair play. She should join my blues band.
It's about the note you don't play, in fairness to you.
Da, 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 da.
Start scatting.
Scatting in blues.
No rules apply.
It's about the scats you don't scat.
Yeah, that police officer turns up. What does he even see?
Oh, it's horrors.
Horrors, the things he has to come across.
Yeah, first he has to meet with his contact on the ground. So he meets with the 9-year-old.
Yeah.
And he's like, where is he?
Give me a fucking cigarette.
I picked the wrong week to quit smoking.
Yeah. To take the long drag. And then he hands it to the officer.
You need this more than me, buddy.
Dad. You need this more than me, Dad. I gotta get it back to school.
He hops into a Porsche and drives off. As Gangster's Paradise plays.
Put sunglasses on, it's raining. He's in a full 3-piece suit.
He's got a violin case with a Tommy gun inside.
Yeah, see, you didn't hear from me, officer, right? He's getting naked, see? Outside the McDonald's.
Doing a weird dance.
He's doing a weird dance, see? He's mating with the railing. If he ain't careful, I'm gonna make him sleep with the fishes.
Oh boy.
I'm just like, now little Timmy,
Back to fourth class with you.
I told you about the murder. Submit at his feet. If you don't mind me, I gotta see a man about a dog. He hops in the Ferrari and drives off.
Peels out of the place.
I was just like, that's the coolest 9-year-old I've ever met.
He's a wild card, but he gets things done.
I'm glad he's on our side.
That's fucking amazing. I like little Timmy. Let's keep him around.
Little Timmy the gangster.
Timmy the gang. He's fucking Bugsy Malone.
Here, see? I went to get a Big Mac. I'm too big for a Happy Meal.
Too big for a Happy Meal. He'd go into McDonald's and order a Whopper.
No rules apply to Timmy.
You got in on the Eurosaver menu for 50 cents. I'll have 2 of those.
Give me everything you got. Everything on the menu, sir. I said everything.
He's got like a bag with swag written on the side of it.
Did I fucking stutter? Everything you got.
My throat hurts.
Okay, we're gonna move on from the sexual relations with a rating.
Oh yeah.
I realise I said tune.
No, the whole thing is a tune, really.
Yeah, I really
imagine being at a nightclub and this comes on over the speakers and everyone shouts
ABBA,
tune.
ABBA, Shania Twain, this.
What nightclub do you go to?
I go to a bit of ABBA.
Mainly ABBA cover bands.
Yeah. Really, that's all it is.
It's me and Shania Twain go there.
Me and Shania were good pals, so we are now into the top. Do you have an honourable mention?
Mine was the kid.
That's lucky.
See, I always attribute it to being the gangster kid, but that's not even like the main story.
The story has nothing to do with that child, but it's just the tangent that we went on. So we are now in the official top 10 weird news stories, Sean. This is good. This is number 10. This is the start. You think at 10 you'd be weak. You'd think a 10 might be just the weakest of the 10, obviously.
Every 10-year-old is weak.
I've never seen a 10-year-old open one bottle of water. Oh, help me!
Go back to your cartons of milk, you little...
Grow up, kid.
Grow up, get a job.
Get a job, kid. So, number 10, Sean, this might surprise you.
Yes.
But number 10 on our top 10 weird news stories of the year is one hero that we didn't cover for Hero Zero. He's one hero we didn't cover for Movie Mondays.
Who could it be?
Owl Man came in at number 10, Sean.
Part man, part owl.
Part man,
all man.
The man who has haunted that little town for years, decades.
Or centuries.
Now, Owlman is the Owlman of Monan. Of Monan Smith is the name of the town.
It's just, I remember doing this story, and we both said afterwards, just... Oh, that was a good one. That Owlman one.
Because it's one of those that me and you would just read if we weren't doing this show. Yeah, exactly. We'd be like, oh, fucking Owlman.
Send this to each other and just be like, this is mental.
Just see the fucking Owlman story. My favourite part about this was your incredible hatred of Owlman straight off the bat.
I thought he was a little prick.
And my love for Owlman.
Yeah, I like when we take the roles in that one. I was convinced it's just either a big owl or a man.
Because we've always said, like, with all these camera phones, it's still very hard to get a clear HD photo.
The best joke I've ever heard is a comedian called Mitch Hedberg, and he just says, I think Bigfoot's just blurry.
So, like, all those conspiracy theories about Bigfoot, we've always said, like, surely everybody has a HD fucking camera.
Fucking 4K camera in their pocket.
At some stage somebody's going to take a photo of it, but like, it's still blurry. It's always in the corner, slightly blurry. And Owlman was very similar. So, any other memories about Owlman before we hit the play button?
I suppose the little, like, film scene that we concocted.
Of the little town.
In little town, everyone's in the bar.
Yeah.
And a tourist comes in and just goes, so what's this about an owl, man?
And then the music stops.
Yeah, just like a record scratch.
So yes, this is Owlman. I fucking love this story. Okay.
So grown.
Play it now. And we're starting this week, Sean, with a certain weird news that I read and I thought, you know what this is?
What?
This is, what's the word I'm looking for? Not a mystery. It's
a chilling tale.
This is a sighting of a monster. We're monster hunting here, Sean.
Oh my god.
We don't normally do this here on Weird News, but
But it's the prime place for it.
Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot,
True facts.
the
both of them.
Mothman,
The man who is a moth.
the man who is basically a moth, right?
Yes.
All of these things, we all know they're all true.
And now there's a new addition to that list.
There's a new addition to that list. And I know who you're asking. Who?
Yes.
Half man, half owl. That scares off holidays.
indeed.
Exactly. That scares off holiday makers. Filmed in graveyard, Sean.
That is where he'd hang out.
Oh, we're starting off with a big one this week. This is big news.
So we're solving a crime. Not a crime, we're solving a mystery.
We're
here.
monster hunting.
We're monster
This is
hunting.
weird news. This is what we have to get into the nitty gritty, right?
Right.
Who is this man? What does he want?
Who's this owl?
Who is this man? What does he
Oh,
want?
he's done it again.
Same pun twice.
Beak careful.
A ghost hunter claims to have filmed Owlman of Monan Smith, a creature of legend that hasn't had a sighting in more than 40 years.
Oh my god, we're dealing with a middle-aged owl. Man.
A mythical half-man, half-owl that scares off holiday makers in Cornwall has been filmed in a graveyard.
Cornwall.
It's claimed.
It's claimed.
He has been filmed. It's claimed.
Every word in that has it's claimed after. It's claimed that he claimed.
See, I read this and I got a bit spooked, Sean.
Did ya?
It's spooky stuff,
That doesn't
right?
seem like you, Connor.
I'm not easily spooked. You know this about me.
A boo.
Oh God, I'm not easily spooked, right? But I come to you with this chilling tale of a half-man, half-owl.
Which half?
Actually, that's a good point. Which half would you want?
Owl head on human body.
You don't want owl head, floppy dick.
Oh, you think it's... I was picturing an owl in a suit.
Full suit.
Business owl,
Oh yeah, of course.
Or maybe... What kind of owl?
Is it? How many owls do we know? A barn owl?
A tawny owl.
A tawny owl.
A snowy owl.
All right.
A hawk. Natural predator of the owl.
They're all the same family.
They're all birds.
So here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
The Owlman of Monan Smith has been the subject of folklore since the 1920s, Sean.
Oh.
He's been around a lot longer than us.
Yeah.
And
That's true.
That's true. But there hasn't been any sightings since 1976.
1976.
Yes.
Okay, leave
Right?
that number with me.
Just
I'll
leave
try
it
and
there.
connect it somehow.
Okay. More than 40 years later, ghost hunter Mark Davies claims he's caught the infamous character on camera.
What's he doing? How is he hurting someone, or is he just... Okay.
I'm spooked.
Okay, because you're spooked, I'm going to take the side of skepticism in this debate.
Because I'm all in.
Oh, I'm also all in, but we need balance on this show.
Fair enough, you're dead right.
What if it's just a big owl, lads?
Come on now. How outrageous. In the footage, Mark and a friend can be seen prowling around the spooky graveyard.
You never want to be caught prowling, do you?
No, not in a spooky graveyard, which lies behind a gate with a dramatic looking inscription. Don't know why that's important,
No.
but go with me.
They're setting the scene.
Set the scene. It reads, Datimi Nesse de Du, which is Cornish and translates to, it is good to draw nigh to the Lord.
Oh, Lord.
Setting the scene.
Thank you so much. That is really unnecessary, though, for what is essentially a story about a big owl.
Half man, half owl.
Half man, half owl. Sorry.
Come on, not a big owl. It's actually quite a small owl, if it's only half an owl.
But also half a man.
Oh, actually, that's true.
You put half of me and half an owl together, that's still...
It's got a...
That's still like 7 foot tall.
Imagine the top half is a man, but the bottom half is a normal sized owl legs.
Oh, God.
Crushing those legs.
Just in bits.
Skipped leg day every day.
What if it's half and half, like down the middle?
Like Two-Face.
Yeah, but it's an owl.
Of course. Mark holds out. I know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Why is he there? He's a spooky...
Why is he prowling around a grave?
Now look, we know what he's about. He's a man about the weird. He's about the ghosts.
He loves inscriptions above gates.
It says he's a ghost hunter, right?
Yeah.
So
Professionally.
Professional ghost hunter, of course. So what would you need if you were at a graveyard and you were a ghost hunter?
Night vision goggles.
Maybe. Even better. he holds out, in the video,
Yes.
a spiritual detector and pans his...
Homemade?
I'm assuming a stick. And pans his camera around the graveyard.
All he found was the ideal well site.
Asking if any creature lives here. He's asking the graveyard.
Poor question in a graveyard. No one lives there.
That's true, yes. You're dead right.
Graveyard.
Good with stuff.
He's dead.
Say it again.
They're dead.
Good job. Then in the corner of the frame, a ghostly figure can be seen.
Why is it always the corners?
Just out of shot. Just out of shot.
Just blurry.
Just a bit slightly blurry on his perfectly HD camera.
Yeah.
Just out of shot is a ghost figure.
A figure.
Spooky.
No one's coming down and saying ghost.
So you're saying you're not all in yet?
Yeah, I need more convince. I'm the skeptic here.
You are true. I'm all in. I've seen a ghostly figure in a corner of a screen.
I've signed my life away.
You had me at ghostly.
You had me at card.
But this is where it gets interesting, Sean.
Okay.
When Mark goes to investigate, the apparition
disappears.
has vanished.
It's almost like he couldn't back up that wild claim.
And he could find no more trace of the owl.
So
I'm spooked. I'm spooked.
Operating under the idea that it's just a big owl.
Yes.
What if it flew away once a human approached it?
But operating under the idea that it's an owl man.
Yes.
What if it flew away when he approached it?
Because it's an owl man.
True.
You've dismantled my entire argument.
Just try to say the logic here, right?
Yeah.
Clearly, read between the lines.
So he hasn't been seen.
What do the government want? Not want us to know, Sean.
It's in Area 51.
No, it's in Cornwall. I don't think.
Let's raid Cornwall.
Raid Cornwall. According to local folklore, 2 teenage girls once spotted the figure while on holiday near Falmouth in Cornwall.
Falmouth.
One day they walked to an old and remote church more than a mile from the village centre.
Where no one could prove what they had seen.
Shh, no. But nobody could also see the owl man. Except for them. Exactly. One day, as I said, they walked there. There, the two teenagers saw a terrifying bird man with wings and feathers on top of the church tower.
Okay. We're getting a bit
in
more
the
description.
distance.
Again, far away.
Can't really see him.
No cameras.
On the top of the church.
Probably
Probably a long way away.
Yeah.
But a bird man.
And definitely a bird man.
Not a bird. A bird man is what they've said.
Okay.
Yes.
Why?
The story says that they were so scared by the sighting that their father decided to put an end to their holidays and leave Cornwall immediately.
Jeez. Oh, no. Here's what happened is that just really... He's one of those people that doesn't like holidays.
He hates them. He's a workaholic.
He was looking for any excuse.
Yeah.
He's just like,
no. You see the owl man?
We're heading home. Away from this godless place.
You've seen an old man, no, an owl man.
You've seen a man.
You've seen a granddad.
He had a big stick for a hand.
In July of the same year, 2 14-year-old girls decided to go camping in the area, but they spotted a giant owl of human size with glowing eyes, Sean.
Owl's eyes glow.
Yeah.
Just putting that out there.
And what happens if there was a man with an owl on the top? They would glow as well.
Do you think this is a series of children and one owl in a trench coat?
2 owls on top of each other.
How big does an owl get? What's the average size of an owl?
I could only assume a foot. Maybe less.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe a foot. At the time, all eyes turned to the village, and the discovery made the headlines. I mean, we all have heard this story, Sean. It's as old as time.
It's as old as owls itself.
Exactly.
Is a story of a big owl.
Naming the beast the Owl Man of Monan Smith.
Inspired.
Okay.
What's Monan Smith?
That's the place.
That's the place we're in right now.
Although Cornish people still remember its story, many said they had not heard its name for many years.
We do not speak of it.
In my head, there's like a child like, Mother, what about the owl man? The mother's looking out the window with like a glass of water. David turns around. Do not speak those names.
Or like, there's an American tourist family that go to the local pub. And the dad is like, boy, it sure would be cool to check out this owl man. And everything stops. And the music cuts off. And they all turn towards this family. And an old man at the end of the bar is just like, he puts down his whiskey and wipes his brow. And he's just like, what do you mean, owl man?
What have you heard?
Who told you?
He's grabbing the child. What have you heard?
No one's left the town in years for fear of meeting him on the road.
He only comes out at night, but we still don't go on the day.
I still go on the day. What have you? He's part man.
It's night somewhere.
It's night somewhere.
People at the local pub, the Red Lion,
the
post office and the Memorial Hall had all heard of the tale of the hybrid beast, but all said they did not know enough about it to comment.
Exactly what they'd say if they were trying to protect themselves.
Exactly what they'd say if they were indeed the owl man in question.
They transform into the owl man.
I think you've turned non-skeptic.
That little portrait that I painted a minute ago.
Yeah, this all started as a joke. I was pretending. I'm now all in, Sean. All the evidence.
I'm fully on
all
board.
The evidence has given me this idea that I think this could be happening. Right?
Right, this poor town is being terrorised.
Penny Salisbury.
Not the Sals.
Penny Salisbury said, I haven't heard it mentioned for years and years since it first happened, actually. That's her quote. That's what the newspaper put in. I haven't heard of it in years since it first happened.
Since you talked to me the last time about it.
Yeah, you're very old now, journalist.
God, pensions are gone, sure, aren't they?
It was a media event at the time. People were scared to go to the church afterwards.
It was the 20s, of course.
No, the 70s.
Oh, the 70s,
yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But still, it was the 70s.
Yeah.
What else was going on?
The owl man looked quite menacing from the drawings made by the girls.
But okay,
they're very creepy drawings.
But they're very talented.
They are, yes.
They work for Pixar
this
now.
Is what I did earlier.
It's like Art Attack. Yeah. So they just drew. But they would someone have just said, now draw the owl man?
Yeah.
And they would have drawn an owl man. Like, is that the best evidence we have to go on?
See, no. What we have is the ghost hunter himself, right?
Yes.
Mark has given an interview. Of course he has.
Of course he has. He needs to get this story out
We need to understand the owl man so we can take down the owl man. You cannot defeat your enemies until you understand their motives.
You must become the owl man.
Caw-caw.
We had like a 2-minute joke earlier about how to say who.
In my mind, all birds say caw-caw. So Mark has given an interview.
Yeah.
And like, just when you thought, what has he seen?
Yeah.
Maybe we don't have all the information. Maybe he can't give a clear detail. You're wrong, because he can. Mark said there's ley lines which are under the ground near the church, and they give off paranormal activity.
He's got us there.
He's got us.
I don't know enough about ley lines to disprove that.
There was a hissing in the trees, he says, and you could hear
a snake,
and you could hear flapping, a flying snake,
flying man snake.
I heard it go right over my head, and I was shocked. That's when I saw the figure, and it had horns on its head.
Not traditional nose.
It was mad, he said.
I think Mark saw the devil.
On the meter I had, remember he has that paranormal activity meter.
Yes, of course.
Which picks
the
up...
The IMDb score for paranormal activity.
Of course. 3 or 2.
4.
Which picks up electric magnetic energy that we use to detect ghosts, he says.
And he was walking under some power lines at the time.
I was getting conscious replies to my questions through it.
Sorry?
So he was asking the machine questions about the owl man.
Yeah.
And he was getting answers.
But only he can understand what the machine is saying.
Technically, he's really just answering himself.
Yes. He's finding evidence where there is none. Sorry, I forgot I'm on board with this.
You're not skeptical. No, you are skeptical, sorry.
I'm changing.
Have we flip-flopped?
We might have done here.
That's telling me there's a demonic energy and it wasn't safe. My mate, this is great. My mate got attacked, he said.
By some local thugs.
He had scratches on his arms. His camera broke too. Question, Shaun, what have you got here?
He was, did we not say earlier he was prowling around in the bushes?
Yeah, but look,
lot of thorns in a bush.
Here's the thing. He has to finish this interview somehow, right?
Oh, he needs to round it out.
And here's the thing. Some of us will be sceptic.
Yeah.
Some of us will be all in, such as me.
Some of us will be undecided.
Undecided. Now, this is how he's going to clinch it, right? This is a ghost hunter himself. He knows what he's talking about. So his thing is that they're in the graveyard. They get attacked by this weird owl man with horns. And his friend gets attacked. Not him.
Not him. Why is he protected?
But he's protected by the paranormal activity stick, I'm assuming.
Of course, no one wants to watch that.
It's a big stick. He beats things with it, right? But then he says his friend gets attacked. He has scratches on his arms.
Yeah.
I know what you're thinking. Surely his friend had a good look. If you get attacked by something...
Yeah, and if it's close enough to scratch your arms...
Yeah.
You're seeing that.
Even if it was in the dark, you're still seeing it, if it's that close.
Yeah.
Here's what he says.
Hit me with it.
My friend didn't see anything. He just felt this surge of energy. He didn't realise till about half an hour later when he felt some burning and seen the scratches.
Okay.
Now, that's all very logical.
Yeah, well...
Go on.
Just, look, pure devil's advocate
here.
Could have went through some nettles as well.
Yeah.
Got stung. Felt burning.
But he felt burning. He didn't see the owl man. Didn't hear the owl man. He felt the owl man. Seen the scratches.
And he felt an energy.
And this ghost hunter has told us specifically that the owl man exists. Shaun, is this the Loch Ness Monster? Is this the Bigfoot? Is this is the Bigfoot of our time, surely?
I don't think it's as marketable as Bigfoot is.
I disagree.
Like, it's Cornwall as well.
Yeah.
Not as big as America.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Just, like, sure, like, if you want...
I come to you. This is weird news, right? And you have given me nothing here, right? I've given you
$1 billion
all the evidence.
Movie. I've given you skepticism and belief.
I've given you all this evidence. And you've come to me and spat in my face.
Well, maybe you didn't give me enough good evidence.
I can only tell you what Mark has told me.
Well, maybe.
Through hearsay.
I'm operating off of rumours and bias here.
And very blurry images.
Oh, I forgot about the blurry images.
The blurry images. You forgot about the blurry images.
Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot, all of them have blurry images.
And we all know none of us have a camera on our bodies at all times these days.
Not at all. Certainly not one with a built-in flash that
Absolutely
focuses
not.
in most lights.
Absolutely
because it's designed for nightclubs and such.
You're dead right. So, Shaun, that is the end of the Owl Man story. But he's out there.
Or is it?
This is only the beginning.
He will kill again.
He has struck. He has scratched slightly Mark's friend. What is he going to do next?
Why didn't they interview Mark's friend?
Because Mark's the ghost hunter.
But sure, why was his friend there then?
Mark's friend is just... He just had nothing to do on that Saturday night.
Oh, fair.
Just joined them.
Just decided to come
The
along.
missus was pissed them off. He's like, fuck, I'll go with you, Mark.
I'm just going to see an owl.
Just get... He's a bird watcher.
Couldn't believe his luck. And
He was delighted with himself.
Then it didn't count because it was a man bird.
No, because then he couldn't write because he had scratches all over his arm, Shaun.
How deep are the scratches?
I would assume very light.
I would assume scrapes.
Light scrapes that will heal over one day.
Absolutely. You won't even see him in the morning. Don't worry about it.
So, Shaun, what are your thoughts here? Should we all be scared? Is the Owl Man now lurking?
I think it's time to nuke Cornwall, personally. Look, they've had it coming.
So we're saying genocide?
No.
No, sorry.
Just mass murder.
You couldn't even get through that.
I couldn't, no.
Oh, right.
Cornwall people, I love you.
I think
you have a rich and vibrant culture.
No, I think we kill everyone that's ever seen the Owl Man. Nobody can know of this secret.
Nobody.
Although technically everyone who's heard this podcast, especially me and you, will now have to be killed so the secret doesn't get out.
What if once you know about the Owl Man, you're visited by the Owl Man?
What if once you know about the Owl Man, you become the Owl Man?
Who?
Rule of threes. It works.
It's finally funny.
Finally. I did it the first 2 times.
Yeah, you did. Then you said cacaw and ruined it.
I did say cacaw.
You had your chance.
Oh man, I just feel like we needed to cover that. That took nearly 20 minutes. But I thought it was vital.
We could do a whole podcast about the Owl Man.
Maybe we should start a conspiracy theories podcast, but I think we'd be terrible at that.
Yeah, because again, we'd flip-flop into believing it and not believing it.
One of us, we'd forget which side we were on.
Yeah.
Halfway through. I'm, of course, on the side that, obviously.
I'm on the side that I think the Owl Man is braver than me.
Yes.
So
would you win the fight between you and the Owl Man?
See, I can't scratch very well.
No, he can scratch, but his scratches don't affect you until half an hour later, and you just feel some burning.
So I have that window before I'm mildly
You have half an hour of invincibility.
Where I can just be punching an owl. Yeah? That's what we're going for?
Yeah.
I can definitely punch harder than an owl can. Now, can an owl take my punches?
There's the question. But it's a man-shaped owl.
It's a man-shaped... That sentence did something to me. Man-shaped owl. Or is it an owl-shaped man? Because if it's big, then it's more man than owl.
The mental image of you punching an owl is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Right hook, left hook.
Oh man. In my head, the owl is on the ground and you're just standing over it.
See, in my head, it's tied upside down like one of those punching bags you go really fast with.
And you have no sporting prowess, so they wouldn't even be in rhythm. It would just be like...
Oh, I'd hurt myself more than the owl.
Absolutely. Yeah. You're tucking thumbs into your knuckles in the hole of breaking thumbs.
You fight back with a broken thumb.
You do, yeah.
Your fist gets adrenaline.
You're angrier.
No pain.
You're angrier.
Fuck, I can't believe I did that.
Go on, scratch me. I can't feel it for half an hour.
Don't punch owls, please.
A human-shaped owl. If an owl comes up to you and it's human height,
yeah,
you have free rein to punch that owl.
And then take a blurry selfie.
Absolutely, in the corner of it.
Corner. Put
night.
him in the corner.
At night, it has to be blurry.
Yeah.
The Owl Man's going to come for us.
Oh man, I'm ready.
I think you need to start training. I think the only way to do this is a fight to the death.
I need a Rocky montage where I'm just punching a dartboard with a picture of an owl on it.
No, pictures of me just saying cacaw. That makes me so mad. It's not even not even right.
Every time we record the podcast together, I just go for you.
So, Jesus.
Sorry, thought you were. You remember?
I just get so pumped up.
Like
whenever anyone asks, like, oh, your man, what's his name? Who? Okay, we're moving on. Oh, that made me laugh. I just needed to cover that. That was spooky. I got a bit creeped out.
Might have been a bit too spooky, Conor.
I think, don't listen to this after dark, lads.
I'm going to censor the whole thing.
You should beep out half that stuff, especially the bit of you punching it out.
Yeah, probably should.
Yeah, no. We can't hear it, but I'm assuming that's better than I remember.
No, we sat here for a few minutes and we just listened to
and
it.
we played it on our phone. Now we sit here silently and just listen.
And you also listen to the audio from our phones.
Of course. Just through the mic.
Through each of our mics.
Speaking of...
mics.
Speaking of mics, a man called... No. My next weird news story involves a man who went to the happiest place in the world, Sean.
Cavan.
There are people outside Ireland that don't know. You failed geography in school. There's people outside Ireland that have no fucking clue what Cavan is.
But people in Ireland,
they still don't really know what Cavan is.
Cavan's great.
Have you ever met a man from Cavan?
I don't think so.
I don't think it exists. Leitrim. I've never met a man from Leitrim. Have you? Has anyone?
I can't honestly say I have. No.
It's folklore. It's just in the books.
It's fucking like Mickey Mouse.
They're always from Dublin or Cork. Not the one human I've ever met from Leitrim.
There's only everyone in Ireland's either from Dublin or Cork.
That's true. Neither of us.
Neither of us are. We're special.
But our next story is a man who went to the happiest place on earth. But he went there, but he needed a little push.
He thought there's not enough magic in Disneyland.
Not enough magic. And he wanted something to, pick him up. He was in just a bit of a grumpy mood. So guy tripping on LSD at Disneyland falls into Adventureland Lake, turns up completely naked a mile away, is number 9.
And there's no record of what went on.
No.
No one knows what happened to him in that mile. and I'm fascinated.
This is your favourite, isn't it?
It's like my top 3 of the year is this one.
Because I remember when I said, what stood out to you? You went, guy on LSD in Disneyland.
Yeah. Because what kind of system is it that the pool in Disneyland where children are...
And he ended up a mile away.
And he somehow lost his clothes.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make any sense. But that is the process of weird news. It's not meant to make any sense.
That's true. And the less sense it makes, the better it is for us.
Exactly.
Because then we have to, like, attribute logic to it.
Yeah. And do you want to introduce this one? Because it is, like, you're one of your favourite. You could just say, click play or hit that funky music, white boy.
What I'm going to do is...
Go on.
I'm going to insert the sound of an air horn.
Okay.
And then it's going to segue into it. Ready?
That seems counterproductive.
Seems like too much editing. Let's just play the tape.
Guy tripping on LSD at Disneyland falls in Adventureland Lake. Turns up completely naked a mile away.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh god. If you have to be hallucinating anywhere, don't make it Disneyland.
Maybe not make it Disney. There's people in masks all over the place.
It'd be like you're in a cartoon, but it's real life. Yeah. There's children around.
So, the man recently took a trip with his girlfriend to Disneyland Paris. Disneyland Paris isn't fun without drugs, apparently, Sean.
Apparently not.
So she slipped him a tab of acid while they were there.
What? Slipped him?
Bit of crack.
Sure, we'll do a bit of acid, will we? Fuck's sake,
It's meant to be the most fun place in the world.
Yeah.
And they turn up like, it's not that fun.
Bit dry for me.
Bit dry. I need a bit of acid.
Where's the crack?
No, they're acid.
Oh, sorry.
As soon as it kicked in, though, he reportedly tumbled into a lake in the park's Adventureland near Captain Hook's pirate ship. Presumably...
I love pirates as well. That's worse.
Yeah. Good. Pirates of Space.
Space Pirates. Firefly was amazing for me.
You were all about that. So he fell into a lake at the Captain Hook's pirate ship. Right?
Yeah.
Or whatever.
I guess I think it's the big swingy
I'm
ship
assuming
thing.
he probably seen like Tinkerbell's eyes bleeding or like...
And decided to flee into
or like Captain Hook's hook was like 10 times bigger than it actually was.
Oh god, that is terrifying.
Yeah.
I'd jump into a lake.
Yeah, no, you're right. Well, the man never surfaced from the lake,
Jesus.
Sean.
Sank straight to the bottom.
Like a stone.
No bubbles even.
He never surfaced from the lake, so everyone was like, well, there's another one bites the dust.
And another one.
The Disneyland people just to work there start breaking the song. Yeah. Like Jumpalumpus.
The lad like doing the tickets just like did it in. Dun.
Did you ever see that tweet? It's this guy and he's like leaving the Willy Wonka's chocolate factory and with his friend, and they're just walking out quietly out the gate, and just his friend's like, a lot of deaths for a tour.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So that triggered a massive search party, obviously, for the guy. He fell into the lake.
Yeah.
Nobody knew he was on LSD at the time.
But yeah, they just thought someone fell in the lake.
Never surfaced.
Yeah.
So a massive search party consisting of 10 divers, 10 policemen, 30 firefighters and 80 Disneyland Paris employees were searching for this man.
Huey, Dewey and Louie got in on it.
Just kept walking into each other, they were useless. As well as some dogs and a helicopter with a thermal camera on the helicopter.
That must be a nightmare in Disneyland.
10 divers, 10 policemen, 30 firefighters, 80 employees at Disneyland, a helicopter with a thermal camera and some dogs to find this man.
Who was just floating somewhere.
Presumably, he never came back up.
Like, did he swim down? He fell in the lake and thought, I can find the secrets.
Davy Jones' locker.
He went looking for treasure.
Davy Jones' locker. Meanwhile, a 44-year-old man who asked to be identified as Benoit.
Ooh.
I like the fact he said, asked to be identified. They're like, what should we call you? And
Luke.
You have a full array of everything. Benoit. Was driving home from work in the nearby town of Chessy when he saw a completely naked man covered in scratches walking in the middle of the road just a mile away from Disneyland Paris.
Interesting. Frozen 2 has taken a turn.
Wait a minute. According to a translation from the Washington Post, he told the newspaper, I stopped, got out of the car and went to meet him. First of all,
never get out of the car.
You see a naked man walking down the street
covered in scratches.
Who in the right mind is stopping the car? I'll go ask him. Go ask him what's up.
If anything, you'd slow down, roll down the window, and just go, "You alright?"
Pepper spray him.
Make sure he doesn't get up.
Straight up.
Just accelerate.
His bonnet isn't filled until that guy's body is on it.
God damn.
So I wanted to know what a naked man was doing 300 metres from my home, he said.
That's fair.
It's a fair question to ask anybody, really.
Yes, what are you doing here, sir?
Well, maybe not that, but what are you doing naked?
Oh, yes, sorry.
You're allowed B places.
I don't like strangers.
Fair enough. A stranger's just a friend you haven't met yet, Sean.
Tell that to serial killers.
No, I have, and I've been murdered.
Oh, God.
You're locked in the room with me now. The naked man admitted that he couldn't remember shit.
Don't fucking know, man. Same shit, different day.
Mondays, am I right? On the other side, on his chest, he has that picture of the cat hanging off the washing line.
Hang in there.
Hang in there. And he had no idea why he got completely naked, he said. Exactly where he came from, or why he was walking down the road.
Right.
He didn't know any of that information.
He doesn't remember going to Disneyland.
No.
Oh, that's sad. He forgot his happiest experience.
He did tell Benoit, however, that he was high on acid because of a bet he did with his girlfriend and a few friends. After giving the dude some clothes and piecing together his story, he dropped him off at the park's entrance. He gave him a lift.
I guess he's putting him back where he belongs.
Yeah, but at the same time, wait till you hear this. The search party found him at 1:15 a.m.
Jesus.
So, I'm going to throw this to you. You leave your house, I would assume, about maybe, I don't know, 11:30 at night.
Yeah.
12 o'clock at night. You run into a naked dude walking down the middle of the road. He just stops, gives him some clothes, puts him in the car,
takes him back to Disney.
Takes him back to Disneyland. What the fuck?
Surely you would tell the police, maybe.
See, all the police are on duty looking for him in the fucking lake.
Oh, how the fuck did he get a mile away?
This is the mystery, Sean. Here we go.
Float? Is it connected to a river or something?
He and his girlfriend were arrested for narcotics use.
Fair.
Sad times. So they both were apparently released with essentially a slap on the wrist.
That's nice enough of them. I guess they didn't hurt anybody. They just wasted everyone's time.
So they guessed that swimming out of a filthy Adventureland lake, stripping naked and getting scratched up on a new journey to nowhere was punishment enough. So Sean, he fell into the lake and then swam for freedom.
I keep picturing that this is Florida.
Yeah.
But it's France.
It's Paris.
Paris. Like, that, what? Well, did he fall in the Seine?
He fell into the Eiffel Tower. Oh no!
Oh, not again. I don't know how this happened.
So he gets high on acid. He doesn't even know. You can't even ask him.
He fell in the lake and never surfaced.
No.
So he went straight in the lake and went somewhere.
Down, I assume.
But, it's hard to just sink.
Yeah, it's actually...
Humans are quite buoyant.
Is it not, really hard, impossible to sink? At first. If you go into the war, don't you immediately come back up anyway?
Yeah. Because you have air in you.
Yeah, and the air rises.
Yes. Science.
Science?
But to fall in and just sink like a stone immediately.
He had no air. Didn't actually mention it, but he was blown into a saxophone before he fell in.
Oh, that'll do. and he had his collection of lead pipes in his jacket.
Yeah. Oh no! Why did I bring all these tire irons in my pockets?
The one day.
So he falls into the lake, never surfaces, and ends up a mile away naked, covered in scratches. What did he go through in that time?
A portal? He must have gotten himself naked.
Oh yeah, well if he fell in with clothes on.
Unless he went through some kind of filtration system.
He probably did.
And ended up in a lake.
Which would have covered the scratches.
Covered in scratches. Might have torn up his clothes.
Yeah.
Still doesn't answer how he just fucking sank.
No, science doesn't tell us why he would just... He never surfaced.
But
Never.
never.
Does acid make you not float?
Like, the divers went in and they were grand.
They had thermal helicopters searching for him.
But presumably he'd be the same temperature as the water after a bit.
He didn't live in the water.
No, but like, you wouldn't pick him out, maybe.
I don't know.
The dogs were there.
The dogs were searching for him.
Because my thing is that if he was sucked into a filtration system the second he went in, surely the divers would have been too.
No, that's right. No, but he must have gone in, like, immediately, and the divers would have came later.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like, unless they turned off the filter.
It would be fairly dangerous to have a fucking sucker in Disneyland.
Yeah,
in case a child fell in.
Yeah, and it seems fairly easy to fall into.
Sorry, your child has been sucked into Disneyland.
He's part of the park now.
We've made a Minnie Mouse.
Yeah, they put him to work. That's why he was naked. He was getting into the mascot costume.
There you go. If you fall in, you immediately owe them your life.
Yeah, because the water technically saved you.
Saved you from death.
There was a big cliff on the other side.
I don't know why they're putting these cliffs in Disneyland.
Oh, they need employees, man.
Yeah. It's a mystery.
It's an actual mystery and it'll never be solved.
And because he doesn't even know.
I like the French police as well being like, he's been through enough.
We don't even fucking know that.
Like, just, it seemed like a lot, didn't it?
He fell in, never surfaced, and arrived a mile out of town. But if you're in Paris, where's Disneyland Paris? It's outside the sea.
It's outside the city of Paris.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a short enough drive, I'd imagine.
But he's still in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, like countryside, I would say.
Outside some dude's house naked.
Imagine being the dude that lives a mile from Disneyland.
Oh.
You'd be sick of it, really.
Yeah, you hate Disneyland.
Because you'd hear the fireworks every night.
Do they go off every night?
I think so. I think they have like a midnight fireworks show.
You'd be wrecked.
You'd be in bits.
I have work tomorrow at 7, lads.
Yeah, he works for DreamWorks or something.
Sony. Yeah. You work for Sony. You fucking bastards.
I just want to work on Spider-Verse.
I hate fireworks. They're always so happy. I hate it.
His dog would be going mental.
Absolutely. His dog is actually called Pluto. Why did I name you Pluto?
You're the biggest mistake I ever made.
Shut up, Goofy. Okay. Yeah, that's the mystery that I don't think we'll ever solve.
No, I don't want it solved.
But I read that story and I thought, maybe we should just discuss this. How did that happen?
It doesn't.
It doesn't. That's to nobody. It happens to nobody.
Except this one unlucky bastard.
One dude on acid who went to Disneyland and went, this isn't great.
So even if he could tell us what had happened, it probably wouldn't be right.
No. Well, the rainbow dragged me.
Yeah, of course.
To freedom. And then the demons took all my clothes.
Wow, that was class. Am I giving too much energy?
I feel like I'm kind of scared.
We gotta maintain this for the duration of the show.
Absolutely. So, what do you think, guys?
Calm down.
Oh god, I'm really excited. We're up to number 8, Sean.
Number 8.
Yes.
Why is 6 afraid? What? That's not the joke.
Why is 7 afraid?
I can never remember the start.
Why is 6 afraid of 7?
Because 7,
8, 9. Yeah.
Grand, no matter.
I'm glad we cleared that up before I did a story.
Leave me alone.
He's veering between so full of energy
and just completely despondent.
I'm going to be poking you with a stick by number 3.
An electric stick.
Oh, very good. Number 8. Number 8 is the accent challenge, Sean.
Accent challenge. Now, Irish accent tutorial.
Yes. So
amazing.
The background of this is that there was an American vocal coach who put up on YouTube. This was, I think the video itself was like 2 years old when we did it.
Yeah.
But we had only just come across it.
The algorithm pushed it forward.
Yeah, and so the Irish accent was one of her accents that she was teaching everyone. And so, of course, we thought we would be the perfect people to try and learn the Irish accent.
As two men with no accent.
Absolutely.
We thought maybe, it'll add a little something to the show.
A je ne sais quoi.
A je ne sais quoi. Might get people talking about this. Those two lads with the accent who do the podcast.
Yeah. And the very strong Irish accent. So we said we couldn't just do it ourselves. We needed somebody to teach us the Irish accent. somebody better than us at the accent itself.
Absolutely. We need to we can't just do an accent.
People would know.
Exactly. We need the perfect accent.
And so we came to this lady thinking we would be improved. And to be honest with you, I don't know if it worked.
I have no clue what went on. I'm trying not to lean into the accent.
Just trying to really just be very bland.
Just it's completely no, I see I fucked it up already.
Irish are still very sing-songy. Like, I don't think we can get rid of that.
No. And I think we have pretty flat accents anyway.
Yeah.
But I think
but even we have a bit of a sing-song, yeah. So we came to this American vocal coach and we allowed her to try and teach us the ways of the Irish accent. And this is how it ended up. Why would we start with an American vocal coach?
Our vocals are perfect.
I'm always saying I enunciate so well.
I pronounce my THs every time.
Every single time I'm always saying that.
That's the truth.
That is the truth. Well, American vocal coach has gone viral.
Viral.
So this video is actually like 2 years old. It's like 2017.
Okay.
But
the dark ages.
The Irish public have only picked up on it now.
Well, we just got internet.
We did just get it. The dial-up has just gone, and we've just gotten the old internet in. But we have an American vocal coach, and they have gone viral here in Ireland as they have tried the Irish accent.
Oh, Lord.
So you know what a vocal coach is like. It's just someone on YouTube being like, "You can do this accent."
Just do this with your mouth and then
just practice it.
Yeah, just a lot of the tutorials I feel end up being and just talk like you're Irish. Just pretend to have an Irish accent.
Just be talented at accents.
Yeah.
And then you'll be able to do accents.
There you go. I was in a play once, we had to do like a New York accent. Like,
hey, I'm walking in.
Yeah, exactly. The thing is, you show your teeth a lot.
Forget about
coffee.
Coffee. We are not good at accents.
Not at all. We need a vocal coach.
Well, I have just a woman for you.
Oh, is this a live event?
I have Madeline Harvey, and I have the video lined up here.
Okay.
It's 7 minutes long. We're not obviously going to play the 7 minutes, but what we're going to do is she's decided that she needs to teach the American people and the people of around the world how to do an Irish accent. I thought me and you would be perfect for this.
Because we have I think we have I have the flattest accent in the world.
I think surely mine is flatter.
No, the place, I don't want to say where I'm from.
Okay.
But the place I'm from actually has the flattest accent in Ireland.
Fair enough, that's okay. But
you have a bit of sing-song.
I have a bit of sing-song now.
That's the thing, there's such a broad variety of accents. I'm interested to see which one she picks.
See, people don't realise, right? Especially like American people or whatever listen to this. We're pretty big in America, Sean. We have like 4 listeners.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. But the people don't realise that Ireland, it's so small.
Yeah.
But like, there are so many weird different accents.
Yeah, because for a very long time, no one talked to anyone outside of 10 miles of their house.
Yeah.
So everyone there's different areas that all have different accents.
So we're like from the Midlands.
Yeah.
Then there's the Dublin accent.
Which is a law unto itself.
Yeah, and then there's the Northern Irish accent.
Gorgeous.
The gorgeous accent. Then I would say the Cork accent.
Oh, the Cork accent is...
Well, bye.
Alright, bye.
and then, is there any other accents as well? There's the
Kerry.
Kerry and Cork are different accents, I suppose. Yeah, you're dead right. So this woman has decided that she can do the perfect Irish accent.
She's amalgamated all of these.
You just amalgamate them. You don't need to.
Let's see how we go.
So we're going to play the audio here. I just have the video on my phone.
Okay.
Her name is Madeline Harvey, and she's just going to introduce us here.
And today I thought it would be wonderful to extend our vocal workings to include the music of an Irish accent.
Irish accent. Me and you need this.
We're hopeless at it.
I've been trying my hardest.
Into practice sentences. That way you'll be speaking that beautiful
Makes sense.
brogue in no time.
Beautiful.
A beautiful brogue.
Be sure to give it a thumbs up.
Oh, we're skipping this shit.
Give her a thumbs up there.
Ireland. Do you feel that bending movement carry you into the sound? So the practice words with this vowel shift include oi, Ireland, white,
Say where.
sight,
Sight?
right,
Brit.
Right.
Fortune smiled upon him in Ireland. Is not quite the right shade of blue. It's not quite the
What
right
the fuck
shade.
is that?
It's not quite the right shade of... No, I can't.
No, you went very English there.
Very English. It's not quite...
Say it in your regular voice.
It's not quite the shade of blue.
The right shade of blue.
It's not quite the right shade of blue.
It's not quite the right shade of blue.
I'll be having some of that oil.
I'll be having some of that oil.
I'll be... Oh, that's Daniel Day-Lewis.
That's Daniel.
In There Will Be Blood. I'll be having some of that oil.
You say it, please.
I'll be having some of that oil.
I'll be having some of that oil.
I'll be having some of that... That's Barbosa from Pirates of the Caribbean. I'll be having some of that oil, Mr. Turner. She's talking like a pirate.
What is this Irish accent?
Is there more?
Well, I just want you to get the sense of that bending movement.
The bend.
The bend, of course. We have the bends.
The better you get at it, the more you can tighten it up a little bit.
You have to tighten it up a little.
Tighten it up.
Is an Irish R.
An Irish
In
R?
an American English accent, you would say park, garden, where
Garden.
the R sound has
Garden.
special emphasis in the back of the mouth and the throat.
Yeah.
But in an Irish accent, it's as if we smile,
We smile?
making the vowel very broad as it comes forward to the front of the mouth.
Okay.
So instead of park, garden, we would get park, garden.
Pirk and Geared.
Pirk and Geared, boys.
And that's the last of that video I'm going to play. But that video exists.
That is not even close, though, is it? I'm going to be very Irish for the rest of this as well.
Ashton Spice.
Fucking... that's how you talk when you're trying to do someone doing a bad Irish accent.
That's Brad Pitt.
Do you like Dags?
Or Tom Cruise trying to do the Irish accent.
Yeah. Fuck, it's Boondock Saints level of shit.
The Herc. You go into the park.
I'm going to the park with Paddy there.
I genuinely thought she was going to say top of the morning to you laddies.
Yeah.
And that was definitely next. We didn't play the full video. I'm sure she does at some stage.
Has to do it. And then at the end with like the God bless you now.
God bless you there. Now, where is that from?
That accent?
Yeah. America.
I think it must be. Park.
Is that Cork?
It sounds... No, that sounds like... There's a video called Pint Man Paddy Losty.
Right. What is that?
It's an old man in a bar, one of Dublin's pint men.
Okay.
Which is men who would just drink all day. Alcoholics, we call them
Good
now.
stuff.
But it was the... What was it? Oh, and I'd go at it. Oh, and then I'd go at it again. And there'd be no fucking stopping me.
Is there a bend in the oar?
Oh, there is now. Maureen would have the fry on.
So I listened to that and I was like, I don't think she...
That's not even close to anyone, though.
But weirdly, right, there's probably somebody listening to this going, they sound the exact same as that.
Yeah, just in the most general sense, I'm sure there's similarities.
Asher Jay's boys.
Sure, Jay's his boys.
Asher.
But I would love for people to say like what they think of our act. Like if they could change one thing about the way we speak, what it would be.
Tease. Add tease.
It's absolutely the tease.
We don't put tease into whatever accent we're from the Midlands.
The Midlands accent is just tease, TH.
Yeah.
Forget about.
Wait, no.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. T is interchangeable with H.
It just is. So, there's an Irish vocal coach. So if you need to learn the Irish accent, don't listen to this.
No, because we're clearly wrong.
We're definitely wrong. She knows better than us. Madeline.
Madeline knows the crack.
Maddie knows what's the crack is, right? She couldn't even spell the crack.
No, she couldn't.
But Maddie's going to teach you. So you can... I want one there, right? Somebody to listen to that video.
Yeah.
Get the accent down. And then 1 week, we replace ourselves with two American people.
Oh, who can perfectly imitate us.
Because you would be able to perfectly imitate us after watching that one video.
That's true.
That would be true. I'm going to the park.
I'll be having some of that oil.
I'm going to the park.
Going to the park. It's like a garden, but big.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's like the farmer accent that we would like. Irish people, like, if you come from... If you're a farmer, that's what I would think your accent was, slightly.
Yeah, because we're both townies.
Yeah.
So.
Townies. We're from the big shitty, the big schmoke.
The big schmoke.
The big schmoke, right? So Irish.
I know.
And half the people listening is like, what the fuck are they talking about?
They've just been gibbering on for fucking... How long are we in? 10 minutes?
You lost me at Maureen. Maureen has the fry on.
Maureen has the fry on.
It's very whimsical, that accent. Yeah. It's very that is very sing-song.
Yeah, there's a bit of dryness to it.
Oh, Maureen has the fry on.
Maureen has fry on. I'd be having a packet of peanuts now, but...
Peanuts.
That wouldn't keep you going.
Okay. I think we nailed that.
I think I'm still practicing now, but I think one day I'll speak with a flawless Irish accent.
The bit that always gets me is your mention of Sonny Listic or Sonny. What's the guy in the pub?
Oh, Paddy Lusty.
Paddy Lusty.
Pipe man Paddy Lusty.
Oh, Maureen has the fry
I
on.
don't have the fry on there. I have a packet of crisps and a packet of peanuts.
That accent is beautiful.
Thank you very much. And I'd go at it again.
And I'd go at it.
And there'd be no fucking stopping me.
So, we are up to number 7, Sean. Now, number 7 is actually one that we've done in the last 2 months.
Oh, is it...
Oh, also, by the way, I didn't include Pantomime Star Wars Horse Race.
Because it was too recent?
Because it was literally last week, and I felt like it might sway the vote if people were like, oh yeah.
Yeah, what's the word? Recency bias.
Yeah, I think... And that's not to say, like, they would do that, but I found myself going, oh, that was a pretty good one.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, if I'm feeling like that, then I think it might just end up at number 1. And I was like, I don't think it is number 1, but I think it might end up very high up.
Yeah, just because anyone who listens to it will probably vote for it.
We can just throw in next year.
Exactly.
I'll just make a mental note to be like...
Start of a decade. We should do a best weird news of the decade in 2030.
Jesus Christ.
Imagine being with me for another 10 years, Conor. Imagine it.
Oh, it's already been like, what? 6?
That we've known each other?
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. That's not even
16 years.
Oh, no.
Sweet 16.
We'll be able to buy a car.
We'll get our father to buy a car for us.
So, we're moving on to number 7, and that is hens, Sean. Now,
hens?
What has stood out to me in this top 10 is there's a lot of animals.
Yeah, I feel like it's like the America's Funniest Home Videos thing.
Yeah.
Animals are just always gold.
There's animals, like last year, our favourite story of the year was raccoons.
The raccoon boxing ring, yes.
And in this top 10 news stories, does Owlman count as an animal? First of all.
This is the thing with Owlman. You can't say.
Nobody knows.
No one knows, not even Owlman.
So if we count Owlman, then out of this top 10 we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them have something to do with animals.
And the rest of them might be humans.
No, humans, but maybe humans are the greatest animal of them all.
The greatest game. Human.
The game is on.
I lost the game.
I'm in. Again.
I remember this hen story because it came up on... Did you watch Would I Lie to You? Or have I got news for you?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember we recorded this, and then that night I went home and watched it, and they talked about this story.
And you felt so smart.
I was like, I know this. I finally know something on a panel show.
You had your arm up in the air at home like, I know. Ask me.
But this is another one where we read a story and then whatever mood the two of us were in, it just got wildly out of hand.
A lot of these news stories are just us bored and just wanted to take the piss out of something for like a 15-minute period.
And like, so we just ramble.
Like, especially with even in the McDonald's one at the very start of this show. Like, that story has nothing to do with that, but we were just in a weird mood that day, and so a lot of these weird news stories are just us being like, fuck it, let's anarchist. Fucking see what happens.
Let's just wing it and see what happens.
So yeah, this man bought 1,000 hens for $150. But he thought he was buying 1 hen, but he accidentally bought 1,000 hens and then was stuck with 1,000 hens.
We've all been there.
It's a classic tale of will she, won't she, you know what I mean?
And let's find out right now if she will or won't.
Man who went to an auction and there was a bit of a mistake with what he thought he had bought.
Oh no, did he buy the auction house?
No. He paid $150 for 1,000 hens. Hamilton man desperate to rehome birds after accidentally winning auction.
Oh God. Surely, did he get the number wrong?
A Hamilton man bought 1,000 hens at an auction when he thought he was bidding on just 1 hen. The man is now desperate to rehome all 1,000 hens. Steve Morrow for Hamilton said he saw the urgent sale on Trade Me and thought he was bidding for only 1 bird. But when he won the auction at 11 a.m. on Sunday, he was told by the seller Matthew that he had in fact bought 1,000 hens instead of 1.
Was he being conned? Was this a trick?
For $1.50, it's a bad con if you're going to take $1.50 for a man for 1,000.
€1.50?
Yeah, $1.50
for 1,000 hens.
1,000 heads. The ad read that a small free-range egg farm based in Massey, West Auckland, was closing down and needed to be vacated by Monday. As a matter of urgency, we need to approximately move 1,000 hens, it read. The sale was for one... The sale was for 1,000 birds. 1,000. Yeah.
1,000.
Yeah, see, never put the X there though. So it's 1,000 birds.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
But if it would only cost the 150,
you would assume it was one bird.
Surely you couldn't buy 1,000 birds for that.
A mixed age flock of brown shavers and highlines, Sean.
Oh, very good.
Morris,
those brown shavers, they're not cheap.
They're not bad. Morris said he thought the highest bidder could take as many birds as they wanted, and that the seller would continue to auction the rest of them off until they were all gone.
Oh, you fucking idiot.
You dumb dickhead.
You've done the humankind a disservice.
When he said he put in an auto bid for $20, thinking he could at least get 2 hens.
I mean, $10 per hen.
That's pretty good. When the auction closed, I thought, this is great. I could take as many birds as I wanted, Morrow said. But when I spoke to him about it, he said it was for 1,000 hens. Holy moly, I was stunned. I can tell you that.
Imagine that conversation.
Oh, you mean 2 hens?
No, you get 1,000 hens.
No, I don't want just 2.
No, but you paid for them.
No, I did.
Legally, they're yours.
I would prefer to have... I thought we could just pick how much we wanted.
No, that's not how it works.
Oh,
no,
1,000.
I said 1,000 hens.
What? Yeah, 1.
No, 1,000.
Oh,
There's zeros after that.
Oh, I need to call my wife.
Give me your £20.
£20. But when I spoke to the man, he said he had read the ad more than 3 times and admitted that the wording was confusing on the ad.
Of course it was.
More than 700 of the hens will have new homes after a social media post was put out for this guy,
Pretty
right?
Good. Okay.
So,
but that's the least with 300. That's 298 more than he wanted.
Too many.
It's too many.
Bloomfield told Stuff the ad was pretty clear. It mentioned 1,000 hens 3 times. Once in the title and twice in the ad description. Right?
Right.
It's pretty bloody hard to get that wrong, said Bloomfield.
And you're never going to get a better deal on hens in your life.
Absolutely.
Are they egg-laying hens?
Yes.
Because you could start a little egg business for yourself.
Well, I don't think he wants to though. You need land.
You could retire off that though. Look, fair enough. The first year might be rough.
Very rough.
You're living with 1,000 hens.
But then it'll get excellent.
Well, oh, very good. Be great crack.
It would be great crack.
Once the eggs start rolling in,
yeah,
you're rolling in the cash.
Oh, boys.
Reinvest in your hens. Get them a coop.
What he's done here is now he's poached a good deal.
Oh, very good. That was a good yolk.
Thank you. My brain is scrambled. I can't think of another one.
Mine's fried.
Oh, good. He said he contacted Morrow, and conversations with him following the sale indicated the new buyer was happy with his purchase. We discussed the logistics behind it all, and he said he's worked at freehold farms. But over the weekend, I think it became apparent to him that 1,000 hens is a bit too many birds, and must have had a change of mind, said the seller.
Of course. So he wasn't on board. Then he was on board.
Then he wasn't on board.
Again.
He changed his mind again. Bloomfield said Morrow should be given credit for following through with the sale and trying to find homes for the heads. So he actually took all 1,000 heads.
I like that attitude. It's like, well, this is what we're at now.
This is my life. Morrow has put up a social media post asking people to help in rehoming his 1,000 birds and got a great response. He didn't just make a mistake and not follow through. He contacted Animal Sanctuary and they're helping us interview those that have put their hands up. We want to make sure these birds are going to safe homes, Bluefield said. Morrow said he wasn't going to let the 1,000 birds down and let them be killed.
That's...
Let them down.
Let them down. The birds are very aware of the situation.
What? They're all looking at each other nervously like, what do you think's going to happen?
No, now, here's the thing.
Right.
Is that, and look, it's a bit sinister.
Oh no. You're going to talk about chicken.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But look, he has the supply and he needs a demand.
Yes.
If he can arrange a situation where he's selling each chicken for a tenner.
Ooh.
10 grand.
That's 10 grand. You're set.
Reinvest in your chickens.
What if you
buy him a coop?
What if you get every one of those chickens to lay an egg?
Yeah.
Then you have 10,000 eggs and 10,000 chickens. Or 1,000 eggs and 1,000 chickens.
Yeah.
You sell each chicken for $10.
Still have the eggs.
So you still have $10,000, and now you also have 1,000 eggs.
But they need to be incubated.
Yeah, but look, you just build an incubation center.
Of course.
With the $1,000, the $10,000 you now have.
Yeah.
And then you waste the $10,000 building it.
Yeah.
And then you're back to zero.
But
then now you have eggs.
All them eggs.
They'll hatch.
Hatch chickens.
You wait till they lay eggs. Sell those chickens for 10,000. You have the incubator there. Fucking money making scheme.
That first time, look, it's going to be rough for a little bit.
For at least 2 years.
But then you're printing eggs.
Not money though.
No, but you're rich in eggs.
Rich in eggs.
In many ways, that's all we can hope for.
That's basically legal tender these days.
You'll swap an egg for anything.
I would.
Going in a big basket of eggs.
He didn't just make, as I said, he didn't just make a mistake and not follow through. He made sure that the hens found a good home for them, right? So Mara said he wasn't going to let the 1,000 birds down. I wasn't going to let that happen. I was going to save 1,000 lives, he said. Even if I had to drive up to Auckland and feed them myself while looking for homes for them.
Oh, that's pretty.
He's a nice man.
Yeah. So wait, was the guy that was selling the chickens, was he just gonna, as soon as they were sold, he would have no contact?
He's done with them.
Jesus, that's harsh.
What do you think? I think if you're a chicken farmer though,
you don't have as much attachment.
You
to
don't
chickens.
want to start getting attached to them because
you're not naming them all.
No, because you are going to have to kill them.
Yeah. Well, unless
the eggs and the
incubation,
the incubation theatre.
Then you just.
Could you trust that I'm not a farmer?
Well, as of speaking for all farmers,
you are the farmer, I know. Yes.
Yes.
How many times have you been to a field?
Jesus.
Twice. So, a man accidentally bought 1,000 eggs. He has now said that he will take 20 birds himself instead of the 2 that originally he wanted.
Oh man. Okay, so he's doing the incubator thing, but at a smaller scale.
Very small scale.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he wanted more. He's got 18 more birds for $1.50 than he wanted.
18 birds is too many birds.
That's the thing, yeah.
Just think of one bird. Now 19 more than one is too many.
Imagine it, a chicken is bigger than you think it is when it's walking around.
Like if I give you one chicken,
I'd be like, Connor, this is class, but it's also really inconvenient.
Very inconvenient. How much is 20 chickens?
20 chickens would take up a good portion of this room that
because
we're in.
Because they'd be roaming
around, it'd smell, there'd be feathers everywhere.
Just be a nightmare.
I'd still scatter the corn.
For the crack?
No, just look. Just keep those chickens occupied.
I would have the corn all in one little pile in the corner.
The corn corner.
Corn corner, and then just let them fucking kill each other to get to it.
Oh, but then you have chicken blood all over the place.
And then you're down to 18 chickens. Next time you do it, 16. Next time you do it, slowly whittling the Hunger in a Hunger Games scenario until the strongest survives. He's full of fucking corn. Oh man, riddled with corn.
The yellowest yolk you can imagine.
Then you're having the best scrambled egg of your life, lad.
And you have a little chicken friend who'll protect you
from other chickens.
Largely other chickens at this point. Yeah, he's gotten a taste for them.
He's now a cannibal. I'm hoping to make a cannibal chicken.
So why'd you buy all 1,000 of them? Investment.
It's an experiment.
I want to see what happens.
Social experiment on YouTube gone wrong, gone sexual.
Oh, please don't let it go sexual.
Maybe not. That was the Hamilton man who bought 1,000 hens accidentally for $150. I like that. We recorded that in your house, actually.
We did.
It's weird, and we recorded Owlman.
Yeah, but I don't know what it is. I don't think that was one thing I was delighted about this year, is that we didn't lose energy whatever location we were in.
We just kind of pick up and go.
Yeah, and it's we have the audio to a level that it sounds alright.
It's hardly going to change, quality. As in,
the content is still shit.
Content is still dog shit, so we're just bringing on the road.
We'll go on tour. We'll go to Cavan.
The people in Leitrim won't let me go back in.
I'm banned. You stand outside the border, I'll stand inside.
Some chap as you, I'm like, which way is the way to Leitrim? Back the way you came. Okay.
With the horse you rode in on.
So we're moving on to number 6, and number 6 is a story that I genuinely thought was top 3.
Oh, so you're a bit disappointed here now.
I wouldn't say disappointed, but having looked at the rest of the stories, I'm like, okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
I forget what we've done, so not to suck our own dicks, but like, I take this story when I've talked to several people in the past.
All right, brag about it.
Jesus Christ, I have one friend.
Hello.
I've talked to a few people, my mum, my dad.
Jeez, it's racking up now.
Yeah, just, general family members. And mostly they say shark foot creation.
Shark foot is one of my favourites.
It's only at 6. And the people vote for it, so this is what happens.
That's the thing. And I also think, if you read the headline of Shark foot, it's not an interesting headline.
The headline is Florida man finds shark tooth in foot 25 years after attack.
Which is mad. I think that was a slow news week we did this on.
You think?
And then it just morphed into...
Once again, anarchy.
Yeah. To the point where now it's a living shark on his foot.
See, I think that's fascinating. Like, not to get very high, like, psychological about the whole podcast.
Oh.
But there are some stories that, like, I have a headline. I'm like, this is amazing. And then we do it, and I'm like, we didn't get as much mileage out of that as I thought, or like, that wasn't as funny as I thought.
Yeah.
And then there's stories like this where I'm like, oh, Florida man finds shark tooth. Sure, like, and I just threw it in there because I was like, it's Florida man, it's a weird story. But,
yeah.
But we get a 25-minute fucking discussion about a shark foot.
And you could never predict it.
No.
There's no way you would ever think that we would go that line of thought.
And then you get into like the whole thing of it's like you saying one thing that strikes something in my brain, or me saying one line that strikes something in your brain.
And it just does that back and forth for the whole story.
We're just describing conversation again.
No, because you would speak first. I would wait for you to...
We did this in the Q&A.
Yeah, we described talking.
And then you overthink it. Am I talking?
We can't do this every week.
Should we talk?
We should talk on a podcast.
I think it's fairly vital to talk on a podcast. So, Florida man finds shark tooth, the shark foot creation. Is shark foot a stronger villain than Owlman? Or hero?
See, yeah, you're assuming there that Owlman cares about what we think.
Yes.
I think we decided Sharkfoot was the shark evil, but the man he was attached to good or something like that.
I think so. Obviously, we can't hear it right now, so and we're not going to listen to our own show. So I'm pretty positive that
there's something with that logic to it. That the foot has a mind of its own.
The foot is really angry. I remember that we had a spray bottle spraying the foot just to keep him a bit aggressive.
Never get to properly sleep.
So, shark foot and the creation of so the creation of shark foot and Florida man finds shark tooth in foot is at number 6. Play that funky music, white boy. Finally, we're moving on to something that isn't about food.
Oh man,
but actually is about food.
What?
For somebody else, Florida man finds shark tooth in foot 25 years after attack, Shaun.
Surely you would know.
Jeff Weekly was surfing at Flagler Beach in Florida.
And his cousin, Jeff Monthly.
And Jeff Strongley. Jeff Weekly was surfing at Flagler Beach in Florida in 1994 when he was bitten in the foot by a shark. Now he knows what kind of shark bit him, thanks to a tooth fragment he pulled from his foot more than 2 decades.
He did it himself.
After the attack.
Jesus, did it not heal over?
Weekly was surfing with some friends in college when he felt something bite his foot. He saw he was bleeding and he went to the hospital.
Yeah.
Right?
And they didn't catch anything.
He received 20 stitches in his foot.
Jesus.
I didn't see the shark, but the doctors were sure it was a shark bite. I went into the database as one of those statistics, Weekly said. He said he suffered no major damage to his foot, other than the 20 stitches, I'm assuming a large gash.
Very large, I would say. But look, the seawater does wonders for that kind of thing.
Oh, and it healed right up the salt.
Things like a bitch.
But in 2018, Weekly started running and noticed a blister appear on his foot.
What was he running from?
Just life. Just problems.
Right. It's like Forrest Gump.
Yeah. He started picking at it. He got them. Go on. What were you thinking?
No, I don't like that.
No, but it's meant to get to the next part of the story.
I know.
So he develops a blister. He starts doing things to it and discovered that it had a hard edge, Shaun. A hard edge. I pulled on it and the tooth came out and I immediately knew what it was, said Weekly. Right around the time he discovered the tooth, he had read an article about a research team at the University of Florida who used DNA from a tooth to discover what kind of shark bit a boy in New York. Right? Weekly decided to see if he could get the answer to his attack's greatest mystery. What kind of shark bit him?
Dude. And now he's out for revenge.
Oh yeah, he's going into the sea with a knife in his teeth. Right? He contacted the media relations department and then he sent them the tooth sample he wanted to submit for DNA testing. He admits he was hesitant to give the tooth to the researchers for fear that maybe he and the doctors had been wrong.
Well,
up until that point, I was a statistic, a shark attack survivor. But what if it had been a mackerel attack survivor instead? That's a much less cool story, he said.
He's got his fucking priorities sorted. This dude. He knows exactly what's good.
If I send this off and they come back and say this is a fucking jellyfish,
I can't show me face around town again.
I'm not.
I don't think jellyfish have teeth.
No, that's the point.
Fair.
That was the point.
Okay.
I'm aware.
But he pulled out a tooth.
Yeah, that's how it works. They bite you. They stingy bite you.
That's why they have no teeth.
And you have to piss on their teeth.
What?
To heal the sting.
Of course, yeah. Well, if he's going around in the bar and being like, look at my 20 stitches.
Yeah.
That's a shark.
Fucking shark, boys.
And then it turns out it's
fucking Nemo.
Fucking Marlin bitcha.
Oh, hey! The scientists soak the teeth to remove contaminants.
Contaminals.
I thought you were going to say it properly. I thought like I'd said it wrong and you were going to recorrect me, but it turned out you said it worse.
No.
And extract the DNA. According to their published findings, they then compared the genetics to their database, and they got a match. A few weeks later,
it's human.
Weekly received the results. His attacker? A black tip shark, a common culprit behind shark attacks in Florida. Researchers were surprised that they were able to extract DNA from the fragment, given the amount of time that the foot was embedded in his, or that the tooth was embedded in his foot.
So he might have shark powers.
It's not like a radioactive spider.
But
He's not going to get the powers of a shark.
I know a shark is different from a spider.
Yeah, okay, as long as we've cleared that up.
I'm just saying, has his swimming improved?
Maybe he can smell blood from a long way away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What's this dude's story? What does he work at?
We don't know.
We don't know?
It's all very suspicious. The less we know, the more suspicious we are.
Maybe he's a Jaws.
What does he have either side of his mouth? Arrest my case. Damn it. Under the cheeks.
Ears.
Damn it, it's just the wrong way. You're like doing a police sketch of like, who robbed you? And you're just like, his ears are... This man cannot figure out what the face looks like.
This man is fucked.
Yeah, his ears were like around his shoulders.
We're looking for Dumbo.
I had put our odds of success at slim to none, said Gavin Naylor, director of the Shark Research Programme. Weekly, who still surfs, says he's happy to find an answer to
How often does he surf?
I don't know, every week, every second week.
Every week, you say?
No, what were you thinking?
Weekly.
Oh, no, what?
Weekly.
Oh, sorry, what's his name?
His name is Weekly.
Oh, they're my favourite. When you say set me up, and improv should tell me to go with it.
But you say no improv.
I say no and. I think it helps understand our natural world is worth it, he says. I am happy to make a contribution to the shark research.
The shark
research. Shark research. Shaun, is this Florida man the coolest man we've ever seen?
He's the most like level-headed.
Yeah.
Well, apart from the fact that he pulled a fucking tooth out of his own foot.
Yeah, although, what would you do? So, like, he got bitten, and he just went to the hospital. He's like, look, I got bitten. I don't know if it was a shark, but I cut it.
And they're like, it looks like a shark bite.
Yeah.
So we'll stitch it back.
And he's just lived all of his life in mystery.
Yeah, and had he not taken up running...
From his problems.
From his problems,
yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
Then the tooth would have remained in him. What if it like started moving around his body and stabbed him in the heart?
What if a second shark had grown from the tooth in his foot?
Shark foot.
Shark foot.
Shark foot. Shark foot.
And then if he swings his foot really fast, some sort of shark foot nado, if you will, Shaun.
What?
Sorry, no, the movie's called Sharknado.
How's it feel?
It's frustrating.
But if you could take off your shoe and kick someone with a shark,
that's a fight ender.
That's
game over.
Because you have everything there. You have physical prowess.
Yeah.
Mental fuckery.
You can't overestimate mental fuckery in a fight.
That'll win you any fight ever.
If you pull out a shark foot,
all bets are off.
If we start fighting and you just start taking off your sock, and I'm like, oh, this is weird.
That'll be enough, nearly.
I'm fucking freaked out right now. Then a fucking little fin starts popping around the place. You've got teeth on your foot.
And I'm just spraying him with a bottle of water. He's still a shark at the end of the day.
He's bone dry the rest of the time. I can only wear
I only let him breathe when it's time to fight.
That's the worst superhero ever. We do Hero Zero on this show.
Yeah.
We definitely... Oh, they should have come up with a hero whose power is the ability he has a shark in his foot.
We should make him.
Foot shark.
Foot shark.
And he only wakes them up when the fight's about to break out. So the shark's extra angry.
Oh, he only lives in anger.
Like, he hurts everyone.
Especially me.
But he can't fight you, he's in you.
He's in me. I can never cross my legs again.
This is the worst thing. I think we finally got off the rails.
I think so. That was such a natural birth of a character, though. I think
Foot shark.
Yeah, I think we should write to... Marvel wouldn't take it.
Disney would do a live action remake of that shit. They don't give a fuck.
That's true.
Recast Ariel as Foot Shark.
Foot shark. Just have me, like... I'll have a shark on my foot and just have me, like, float through the background.
Yeah.
In Little Mermaid.
But would you not drown, though?
Oh, that's true. Oh, it's like we're the odd couple. We live in different worlds.
Very similar to Hannah Montana.
Miley Cyrus could play the shark.
I think we've cracked this.
I think this is the best idea.
Detective Divilman versus Foot Shark would be a fight.
Oh, it would.
Yeah.
Oh, man. See, am I in charge of the thinking, or can Foot Shark think?
I think Foot Shark thinks itself.
Okay.
But you control Foot Shark.
So I just have to listen to his advice. But we don't always agree on
don't
everything.
always agree. You're the odd couple.
The odd couple. We need to learn to live together.
He goes to bed early. You're a night owl.
He's a shark foot, and I'm a human.
Do I need to say any more?
I give it 10 seasons.
Bring in Courtney Cox and Jennifer Aniston. We can make a mint.
Yeah, there's weird, like, plots that have, like, the whole show, it has nothing to do with the fact that there's a shark on my foot.
That's just accepted.
That's just a fact. It's like, occasionally it'll come up, but usually it's just relationship drama.
And you're always in finding girlfriends, and like you're always like, oh, I can't really take them back to my place because, like, if we start getting a bit of like sexy time,
can't keep my shoes on.
I'll have to keep my shoes and socks on. And she's like, why do you keep your shoes and socks on?
And I'll say, it's because I have a shark for a foot.
And she'll say, I think we should see other people.
And I say, all right.
You've done it again.
Damn you, shark foot.
Shark foot.
Freeze frame, credits.
No.
Don't you forget about me. That's the shark foot singing. Voice of an angel.
It's played by Michael Bublé. Oh man, we're printing money.
We have unlimited resources now.
Jesus Christ.
I mean,
and Mr. Creamy's obviously your weird friend.
Yeah. Mr. Creamy always wants to see the shark foot, but I don't show it to him.
Never show it to him.
Don't trust Creamy.
Don't trust the cream boy.
That's a horrible nickname to have, is Creamy.
Cream boys. Was Creamy or Cream Boy worse?
Ooh, I think Creamy.
Okay. So. Actually, this is random, but somebody...
Oh, as opposed to the rest of this.
No, everything else that we've just said has been completely in tune with what we're doing here. But they're like... So we released Movie Mondays.
We did.
On Monday. And
we did,
I was in work yesterday, and someone mentioned to me that they had listened to the episode.
Oh.
And I had gone full Irish when I said, when we were talking about Ariel, and the fact of the recasting of Ariel, Halle Bailey being recast.
Yes.
And I forgot that we were chatting on a podcast form, and I was just having a chat with you.
Yeah.
And we have a tendency to forget the letter T.
We do.
Right? And we have to try really hard to enunciate the T's.
Yeah, what you hear now is us trying.
Yeah. When in reality, I forgot because you weren't in the studio.
Yeah, so we were just on the phone.
We were just on the phone having a chat, and I said, and I went back and listened to it, and it's actually, it's so bad. Like, we were talking about Ariel being underwater, and I went, oh yeah, she'll be underwater.
She underwater the whole time.
Underwater. It was W-A-E-R.
Water.
And I just listened to it and I went, there's nobody that could understand what that.
Yeah, and if you did, fucking well done.
And I said it at like 100 miles an hour as well, faster than like now.
Yeah, because we also talk faster off the podcast.
So I'm like, oh yeah, she's going underwater. I was like, that is not a sentence.
Yeah, I think it was like, that'll be grand.
Da. Okay. That was very funky music.
We held eye contact for a little minute there.
A little minute. Yeah.
It was nice.
I wasn't actually staring at you though. You know how you have that vacant stare?
Oh yeah.
Your eyes are there, but your brain is not.
Sorry, what?
So, we're moving on to number 5. Cinco
de Mayo.
Now, the Cinco is number, it's actually 2 in 1, technically.
Wait a minute. Have you gamed the system here?
I have not gamed the system. It's the same story covered 2 weeks in a row.
Oh, wait, did you put the shows together wrong? And we just talked about the same thing twice?
Imagine, that has happened. No. What I have is Alabama man says attack squirrel is not unmet and is disputing the official's claim. We have the attack squirrel that is not unmet but is unmet.
No, he's not, he's just a prick.
Yeah, his owner said he's not unmet, he's just a dick.
This was good. I remember this being like a 2-week saga.
Yes.
Of Met Squirrel.
Yeah, so the 35-year-old man said the squirrel is just over 10 months old and described his personality as being an asshole. He's a mean motherfucker, no doubt, but he's not a trained attack squirrel.
We've had trained attack squirrels in the past.
Yeah.
But this one, I just remember loving it because he was so adamant.
Yeah.
It's like, no, if he was on meth, I'd tell you.
Yeah, like, obviously he'd be so much cooler if he was on meth, but he's not.
Just a dickhead.
He's just like a complete asshole.
And then the police just let him go.
So, yeah, the first week was we covered the story. We were like, oh, that was really good. And then the week after, he got arrested. And so I got the police report of his arrest.
Yeah.
And then we had the whole backup of like, first week he was like, I'll never get arrested. This squirrel isn't on meth. What are you talking about? And then the second week he got arrested. And then they released the squirrel back into the wild.
Yeah, and then your man put up a Facebook Live video.
That was the first week.
That was the first week, sorry. The released squirrel back into the wild.
Yeah.
And
then we went into how that squirrel now has withdrawal symptoms from the meth.
And there's no, like, squirrel rehab.
No. So this is episode 36 and 37. Double bill, double whammy.
Double editing.
Thanks, Sean.
Bud.
Our next one is 3 stories.
Our next one is every story.
So we have our tax squirrel at number 5. Play that funky music. Not white boy. Every boy.
Every boy.
Every boy. Just fucking click play. Alabama man says a tax squirrel is not unmet, disputing the official's claim. What? Wait.
There's a lot going on here.
Oh, the juiciness of this story. Hang on. Right?
Okay.
The outlandish tale of a meth-fueled attack squirrel just got even nuttier, Sean.
Nuttier!
Well done. The wanted Alabama man, who police alleged fed a pet rodent meth to keep it aggressive, has spoken out. While spoken out. Mickey Polk, 35, released a Facebook video on Tuesday alongside said squirrel.
What?
It's him and the squirrel looking straight down the barrel of the camera.
Just staring him out.
Getting it off his chest.
A call-out video.
I call him and getting it off his chest. He's clearing up the air.
Yeah. Here, Alabama Police Department. What? He's on meth?
After the Limestone County Sheriff's Office said he was wanted on multiple charges, including possession of a controlled substance, investigators raided a home in Athens on Monday looking for Polk.
They went to Greece.
Right? they raided his home after they'd been told he'd been caring for an attack squirrel there. Okay?
Attack squirrel isn't a thing, though, isn't it? Not?
Pipe down, Sean, please. Polk wasn't there, right?
Where was he?
He was on the loose with the squirrel, right?
Oh, no.
The police found another man who they arrested on drug charges.
Okay.
Right?
No other squirrels.
They also found the squirrel, right? I lied to you a second ago. Right? They also found the squirrel. It's illegal to have a pet squirrel in Alabama. Officials said they released the critter into the wild as there was no safe way to test the squirrel for met.
What?
So the story is, they have reason to believe that he has fed this squirrel met to make him an attack squirrel.
So they will just straight up claw and kill anything.
Exactly. And their idea was they raided his home. He wasn't there. They found the squirrel, released it back into the wild. So that's the end of it.
There's no more will happen with this.
There's no more happening. But then Mr. Mickey Polk appeared on Facebook. He wasn't at the home, so he was still on the free. He was out in the open.
But he wasn't alone.
No, he wasn't alone, Sean. In the video, Polk appeared to suggest he was somehow reunited with his critter pal. The squirrel found him, Sean.
The squirrel found him. Oh my god.
Yes, and not because the squirrel came back looking for a fix, he said.
He got clean years ago.
They said it was a trained attack squirrel in a residence that was on met, Paul gets heard saying in the video. You can't give squirrels met. It would kill them, he says.
He's not wrong.
I'm pretty sure, but I've never tried it, he said.
He nearly dug his own grave there.
The 35-year-old said the squirrel is just over 10 months old and described his personality as being an asshole. He's a mean motherfucker, no doubt.
Well, let's not bring his character into it.
He's in the video with the squirrel. This guy's an asshole.
He's a little prick.
He's a
right
mean
here.
motherfucker, but he ain't on meth, lads.
He's just rough.
He's cranky, but he's not a trained attack squirrel, he said. And he's not on meth, I'm pretty sure. I better not find out he's on meth anyway.
He's going behind his back to get the meth. They arrested a neighbour on drug charges.
I better not find out that he's on meth anyway. I don't think he even likes that shit. The squirrel is safe. The public isn't endangered anyway from the metted out squirrel in the neighbourhood, he says. Right?
I'm sorry, I'm losing my mind listening to this.
Amazing.
They keep throwing around the words trained attack squirrel.
Yes.
Which I think...
Can you train anything that's on meth?
Yeah, I think the meth is doing most of the aggression for you.
I don't think it's hard to train something that is on a substance that is specifically untrainable or uncontrollable.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But also, we have heard of trained squirrels before.
Oh yes, that woman who trained all the squirrels to attack her ex-husband.
Yeah.
Yes.
So maybe I'm wrong here.
Right.
I think.
But she was a circus trainer.
That's true, but that's a skill that can be learned.
From Polk.
Maybe Polk got a book, an online course.
Maybe, for idiots.
Skillshare.com, Conor.
Please stop. Go on.
What if it's like a copycat squirrel killer? Because think about it, that story came out about a year ago.
Yeah. Oh my god, you're right.
Squirrel is 10 months old.
Yes.
Purebred fighting squirrel.
Purebred fighting squirrel, like the raccoons.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, no, he fights bread.
He fights bread.
Fights bread.
Because he's on meth.
He's on meth, he doesn't know where he is.
Yeah. Paul claimed police invented the story because they were mad he wasn't at the home and questioned how he could be charged if he wasn't at the home at the time of the raid, Sean.
Oh.
How can he be arrested if he wasn't there?
And he has no meth at all.
Yeah, during which deputies said they seized meth, drug paraphernalia and body armour. Polk said he no longer lived at the home though, so they can't be his, even though, he ends the sentence with, some of his belongings are there.
But those aren't his.
The belongings that are illegal, they are mine, man.
They belong to the squirrel.
They belong to the squirrel, the body armour. Iron Man squirrel.
Oh, little pet Avengers lineup. So, okay. I like how he's like, no, he's an asshole squirrel. He's trained to kill, but he's not on meth.
That's an attack on the squirrel's character.
It is. And an attack on him as the presumed trainer.
So, he described the situation as a joke and assured the animal lovers out there the squirrel is doing well, Shaun. Then he finished off by saying, "Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Don't squawk at me," Paul said at the end of his video as he talked to the supposedly sober squirrel.
Supposedly. Oh my God.
This is the best written article ever.
This is a lot.
So what's happened here is this squirrel is attacking people.
Right.
And it's been accused that this man has put the squirrel on meth. And this man has felt so attacked for his squirrel that he's had to make a Facebook video with him and the squirrel
Just
sitting
clearing
down.
everything up.
Sitting down in a sort of like entertainment situation where they sit down with the lights on.
It's like a YouTuber apology.
Yes. It's like there's fake tears, long silences.
And the title is all lowercase.
Lowercase, gone wrong, sexual.
Of course, it has to go sexual at the end.
Of course. But he sits down with the squirrel and they have a heart-to-heart to the camera. And they just air out their grievances.
But
about the fact that the police are attacking this squirrel, Shaun.
Attacking this innocent squirrel.
It's not on meth, it's just a crazy asshole squirrel.
It's just a dick.
Yeah. Different things.
I do stand by. I think meth would kill a squirrel. In any amount. I just think it's a lot to go through.
For the squirrel.
Where would you even get that little pipe?
Oh, you'd be stressed. You would be very stressed. As a squirrel.
I mean, you're nuts to be buried far too deep.
You wouldn't even remember where they were.
No, well, they don't a lot of the time.
That's the thing.
Do you know?
Yeah. Or maybe they'd remember them all to be able to see through trees.
Oh my God, they'd be the strongest squirrel in the world. I want to know what that squirrel got up to. Okay, I have two questions. Did the squirrel get up to anything after the agents released him? And did he go on a killing spree and then meet up with the dude? Or did he have two squirrels?
I don't know. All I can tell you is that they released the squirrel. They said, "You're free now." What's the squirrel's name? Give me a squirrel name.
A squirrel name?
Yeah.
Chip.
Chip, you're free. Go into the wild. Go on there now. Attack little asshole squirrel. You're not on meth though, but he's out in the open. Then a Facebook video comes out the next day. This was on the Monday.
Okay.
The Tuesday, a Facebook video was uploaded with him and supposedly that same squirrel.
So, yeah.
Who found him, and they decided to have a heart-to-heart to the camera, gone sexual, gone wrong.
But from the point of view of the people releasing the squirrel,
yeah,
this is my problem. They didn't know for sure that the squirrel was on meth or was not on meth.
They couldn't test him.
They don't have a syringe small enough.
No, it's just an attack.
It's an attack. But the fuck, if he was on meth,
yeah,
they are forcing a squirrel to go into withdrawal in the wild.
What do you say, rehab? What's the best way to go about this?
Wean him off it, maybe, don't
Wean them off? Yeah, but that's a risk to take, though, because if you're trying to wean them off it, you've got to give them little bits. But if they weren't on the met at all, then you're just giving them met.
That's true.
Yeah.
But
it's a tricky situation here.
It is a tricky situation.
It's who do you believe? It's a he, she...
The squirrel?
The squirrel?
Or the law?
The law? Or the man and his squirrel who love each other and are just little assholes?
There's no love there.
Do you think it's just pure...
business?
I was going to say lust.
Oh. It has gone sexual.
Business? What business?
Hitman.
The squirrel...
He's a hitman.
The squirrel's a hitman.
Squirrel's a hitman.
Right.
And
it takes the mate just to forget its long days, not for any other reason.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's seen so much with his little eyes. What kind of squirrel was it?
Do you think I know that?
Fucking, you know enough about this. There's two types of squirrel.
Right.
You have the red ones and the bastards.
I think it's a bastard.
It's a grey squirrel.
I think it's a grey squirrel.
Because the grey squirrel killed all the red squirrels because it's a prick.
But I think is the red squirrel, are you allowed to legally own a red squirrel.
I don't think you're allowed to legally own any squirrel.
Right, okay.
I just think
it
that
says it's illegal in Alabama.
Yeah, red squirrels are protected in Ireland.
Right, okay.
Which is where we are.
Yes, that can confirm that. Geography-wise, yes, that's where we are.
Connor, I don't mean to say this on the podcast.
Yeah.
You need to get rid of your fucking squirrels.
I just have so many of them. I put them all in your birthday cake.
Oh, no. Wait, as in the batter or just inside?
Look, I'm going to leave that up to you.
Oh, man. What's all this meth?
I think it's in the balloons.
Oh! Heavy.
Mickey Polk.
Mickey Polk.
Who do we trust here? Do we trust the law or do we trust Mickey?
I see Mickey has already broken the law by own... Unless he's cohabiting with the squirrel, that the squirrel is choosing to be there.
Do you think the Mickey is... But I think Mickey knows this squirrel better than anyone. And I think if he says the squirrel isn't on meth, the squirrel isn't on meth.
That's true. He seems to be very... He's very adamant that...
He made a Facebook video.
He had never given the squirrel meth.
Never.
Despite there being meth in the house. Why did they suspect the squirrel was on meth?
Surely step one is you think Mickey's on meth.
Yeah. Why in any situation would you think the squirrel... Like, I could fathom, okay, he's trained this squirrel to attack people. I would never in my life think the squirrel is attacking people because he's on meth.
We have to weed him off it.
Why is that in their head? Did someone tell them that?
Maybe somebody told them. Maybe their friend. They showed up the house.
They arrested the friend?
Because they said there was somebody already there in the house.
But they were arrested for drugs as well.
Yeah, there's drugs in the house, but Mickey says they're not his drugs. But he also said they weren't the squirrel's drugs.
Could be the friend's.
So who do we believe?
Could be the friend's drugs.
Could be the friend's
drugs. The friend
drugs.
lives there now because Mickey moved out, but he left some of his stuff there because they're still good friends.
Exactly.
Mickey moved to a little one-bed sit apartment with his squirrel, Chip.
I think my favourite line in this whole thing is the indignation he uses when he says, "You can't give a squirrel meth."
As if everyone else is the idiot.
It would kill them.
They're small.
Lads, I'm no expert on squirrels.
I mean... I might as well be.
But you can't give a squirrel... Like, I feel like I'm talking to the wall here, lads.
He fucking understands and he's a squirrel.
And then he looks at me, don't squawk at me now.
Do squirrels squawk?
What would you describe a squirrel? A chirp?
Chirp is still very bird-like.
Yeah.
A little...
See, there's chirp, squawk...
Yap.
Squeal, yap. Yap could be a good one.
Kind of a small yap is what I think a squirrel.
Yeah. Is he yapping his way down through some meth?
Is yapping a new slang term the kids are using?
I think that's I've used now, yeah.
That's fair enough, you're a trendsetter, alright.
Walk into all the nightclubs, sorry, I'd like to yap. They're like, get out.
Do you think there's like a progression in the training of an attack squirrel? Like, do you start off with like sit, stay, lie down?
Yeah.
And then move into...
Kill. Straight kill.
Straight kill.
Straight kill.
No wound, no warning shot.
No. Warning shot, so he has a gun.
He's a little tiny... It's not even like a machine, it's a revolver. Little tiny revolver, little cowboy hat. Little cigarette, but not meth.
Right. A little poncho.
Yeah. He would have a little poncho. But his tail would stick out the back of it.
Of course.
Okay. We have a little John Wayne squirrel happening.
Yeah. Chip
Wayne.
Chip Wayne,
attorney at law. No, he's not an attorney.
No, he's not an attorney. He's a straight up killer. Do you think this man assassinated JFK? The squirrel? Squirrel.
I think...
He's only 10 months old, but... Time travel?
Time travel's
big.
Time travel is big in the squirrel community.
Big. Yeah, it is, yeah.
I don't know. 10 months. He must have been trained from birth, surely.
I just like the idea that this man had to make a Facebook video to like, just, lads... Obviously it's not fucking met. He's a little dickhead.
I want to find that video.
He's an ass. We can watch that video after we finish here.
Excellent.
This man is just explaining. In my head, he's just like resigned. He's just like, lads, obviously not. Like,
what do you think of me?
I'm not an idiot. Now attack.
Yeah, he's just like, I'll prove that he's well trained.
Attack that little child, Chip. Get out your little handgun.
You just hear a distant scream. that Chip making that noise?
No, well, one of them.
Fair enough.
He scream shoots.
Oh, he's a scream shooter.
Scream shooter.
He hates his work, but damn, he's good at it.
It's a wild card, but I'm glad he's in our deck. Oh man, okay. We're moving on to a follow-up story from last week, Sean.
What's been happening?
Last week, what do you think was our big story?
The bees?
No, not the bees. The other big story from last week.
The other big story from
The
last week.
bees! Not the bees.
Not the bees?
Not the bees.
Some
Sort of other animal.
Other animal?
Other animal. Oh my god, you were here, Sean. You can't even remember.
I genuinely can't.
Imagine some sort of squirrel situation.
The squirrel on meth!
The squirrel on meth. So what is the story from last week, Sean?
There was a man who put out a Facebook video saying that his attack squirrel was not on meth.
After being accused of being
After
on
being
meth.
accused of having a squirrel on meth. That the squirrel was just, in fact, a dickhead.
Yes.
But the police who raided the house freed the squirrel.
You couldn't find him because he wasn't there.
He wasn't there. They freed the squirrel back into the wild, whether it be addicted to meth or not.
Yes.
And the squirrel somehow found its way back to this dude.
Yeah, and they made a Facebook video where him and the squirrel were sitting facing the camera, talking it out.
Yeah, and saying...
And him going, obviously I didn't give a squirrel meth. I'm not
that
an
would
idiot.
kill them.
I'm not a fucking moron.
I mean, he's right.
Wanted Alabama attack squirrel. Owner is finally arrested after chase.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's a follow-up, Sean.
Oh, God.
And I have more news on the name of said squirrel. And it is so perfect of what this squirrel is called. Okay. An Alabama man who denied feeding meth to a so-called attack squirrel he considered a pet has finally been arrested.
Okay, he's been brought to justice.
They said on Twitter that 35-year-old Mickey Polk was caught Thursday night following a chase in which he rammed an investigator's vehicle.
Oh.
There was this high-speed chase going on.
So it had nothing to do with the squirrel, was it?
No, the squirrel was driving. He was the getaway driver.
Mickey was on guns.
He was erratic, to say the least. Authorities had been seeking Polk on multiple felony warrants unrelated to the squirrel named These Nuts.
Oh, yes.
Yeah!
Yes, that's amazing. First name D's, last name Nuts?
Full name, no space.
D's Nuts.
These Nuts.
These Nuts.
And These Nuts.
These Nuts. And then his last name is Air Horns.
Wah, 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 wah.
That's fucking brilliant.
So the squirrel has always been called These Nuts.
That entire story, when we were talking about it last week,
It didn't reveal that the name of the squirrel
was D's Nuts.
These Nuts. It was made infamous after they were warned. The squirrel, These Nuts, was made infamous after police said they were warned about a meth fuel trained attack squirrel.
I still don't know how they know he's addicted to meth.
They're suspicious. They're a suspicious lot, those
He has a
police.
look about him.
He has a look of a meth user about him. Paul told the Associated Press last week, the Associated Press, like he's very official, that he was working on a plan for turning himself into authorities. But authorities said he was booked into the Lauderdale County Jail after fleeing a motel on a stolen motorcycle. It's unclear whether he has a lawyer. These Nuts couldn't be tested for meth and has been released back into the wild again.
I bring back my original point about releasing the squirrel. If he's on meth, he's going through withdrawal on his own. There's no rehab for squirrels.
I don't think there is. There's not like a place to go.
No.
Him and Elton John in the same place. I've seen Rocket Man. That's what happens.
Is Rocket Man any good, actually?
It's actually pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Lack of squirrels?
Very suspicious lack of squirrels. 1 star.
Okay, fair enough. So he was working on a plan he was going to give himself up.
Yes.
Was he? But then he hit a car and
he was going to. I think he was going to give himself up, but on his own time.
Right.
And they found him before his time had come up. So he made a drastic getaway on a stolen motorcycle, crashed the bike. He finally gets arrested. Him and the squirrel. Is the squirrel on the back of the bike with a little helmet on, holding onto his...
I was about to ask, does he have little riding gear?
Arms around his waist, ready to go.
Weirdly long squirrel arms.
Weirdly long. He's completely disproportionate to the rest of his body.
Hear me out here.
Go on.
Tiny sidecar.
Tiny... Even better. Quick, These Nuts, get in the sidecar.
And it's this big. I'm holding my fingers a small distance.
Once again, audio platform.
Yes.
Hold your fingers apart again.
About that big.
We're all clear of what that big is now.
Thanks, audience, for being on the side. Now, this squirrel. These Nuts.
These Nuts.
But surely letting a trained attack squirrel into the wild, it'll just... Worst case scenario, he trains other squirrels.
You said he's going to set up some sort of like Third Reich situation with the squirrels.
Not Third Reich, but maybe like a dojo. And then they'll take on rival human dojos.
in fight.
Be like Cobra Kai.
Mr. Miyagi. Wax on, squirrel off. Wax
Squirrel
on.
off. These nuts is
nuts?
Mr. Miyagi.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So like if there's a squirrel takeover, we know who started
Is
it.
this the star of Splinter in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? But he's not a rat, he's a squirrel.
A squirrel, another rodent,
Yeah.
to be fair.
And he just trains other turtles.
He teaches them to be ninja teens.
Yeah.
Heroes in a half shell.
Some sort of
they're
turtle
free.
power. What are you saying, Sean? I'm
I'm
throwing this conspiracy at you.
And then,
Go on.
Mickey Polk, what does that sound like? Master Shredder.
The exact same.
Exact same, he's bitter because his squirrel got
How
taken
did
away.
we never realise it?
It's so obvious now that we
Mickey
didn't.
Polk rearranged the letters.
Yeah.
Master Shredder. Not many people don't think about it too much, but that's actually what they spell.
That is it, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no S.
No, shh.
That's where the S
That's
comes
where he
from.
is. He's always he's a snake.
And the arresting officers, that you forgot to mention their names.
Oh, are you saying some sort of Bulkins? Not Bulkin Skull.
No, they're Bebop and Rocksteady.
Bebop and Rocksteady.
Of course.
Yeah. One that makes GTA.
Yeah.
So
That's Rockstar.
so it's all a big conspiracy, Sean.
That article, written by April O'Neil.
If someone's like, I never watched the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they don't understand what's going on right now. That's
Well.
fine. We don't really know what's going on.
And I say, I don't care, Tracy Jones.
Oh fuck, he's going after you. Fuck you. Oh man, Deez, I can't believe he's going to set up his own dojo.
Yeah.
We will keep you updated on this squirrel.
Now, where's he going to get the little outfits?
They would be happy, but there's not a lot of material. Like, you could make it yourself.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Like, you would need very minuscule amounts of material to really get a good outfit out of it.
Do we have any talented seamsters in the audience?
Maybe make some sort of squirrel outfit.
A squirrel outfit. Send us that with a squirrel. And a load of meth.
We'll see what happens.
If we were on meth, this podcast would be a fucking nightmare.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It'd be some kind of horror show.
More than it is now.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, so I just wanted to give everyone update. Mickey has been arrested.
But
the squirrel is
but D's nuts is still at large.
These nuts is still at large.
Sorry, D's nuts are still at large.
On the streets. Nobody's safe.
Nobody's safe. He's dealing.
Dealing pain.
That's a tagline for his dojo.
His tagline is like that scene in Batman, the original Batman, when Bruce
a weird
Wayne is
title
like,
for a film.
No, when Bruce Wayne is like, you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Let's get
and he
nuts.
just keeps replaying that over and over again. He's like, this is what the kind of energy I want. Lads. Oh, we're into the top four.
Top four.
Top four.
That's
now.
what everyone wants to be, is top four in life.
Absolutely. So.
How does it feel to be less than bronze?
Oh, damn. I hate it, Sean. You know, it's my greatest weakness. So, we're into the top four, and I gotta say, the voting on these four was,
Hot and heavy.
The voting on 4, 3, and 2 was literally 2 points between them. And
Okay.
number 1 ran away with it with over half the votes, but number 2,
Fair.
3, and 4 was so tight that I was just like, I don't know what's coming, I don't know where they're coming where,
But I'd be happy with any of them.
yeah, they're quite good. So, our next story is suspected fire on radar in northern Minnesota turns out to be 600,000 ducks.
This was another one where I was just like fascinated listening to it.
600,000 ducks. I think this is one of those stories where we had the headline, but
Yeah.
then we went into a whole story about, imagine being in that lake and
Yeah.
there's 300,000 ducks on either side of you.
You're just surrounded. Imagine the smell, the noise, and then we just said, what if you clapped?
I love this story. It's so dumb, but also so perfectly up our street.
Yeah, and it's one of those ones, and there's a few of them, is that it's a funny headline, but when you think about it,
Yeah.
that's when it becomes really, like, it gets in your mind.
The logistics of it all make no sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
So yeah, they thought that there were 600,000 ducks, and they were so large that they showed up on the radar that they thought there was like a forest
Thought there was
fire,
a wildfire
a
going on.
wildfire happening. But in fact, it was just these fucking maniacs.
So many ducks.
Too many. Would you say too many?
600,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think anything more than like 20 ducks is probably intimidating.
Even 20.
Even 20. Look, in a big pond.
Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. Big enough pond.
If there were 20 ducks in this room, certainly
I
too
would
many.
shit myself.
Yeah.
But 20 ducks in a big pond,
Dude, that's there.
I'd still shit myself, but a little less.
Fish are in the pond. You'd shit yourself a little less.
So
Just a little bit, and then you'd realise, no, it's not so bad.
calm down.
I'll stop that there now.
Fair play to you, lads. So this is 600,000 ducks. Let's give that a play. Ducks, Sean.
Ducks.
Suspected fire on radar in northern Minnesota turns out to be 600,000 ducks.
That's a lot of ducks. What were they up to?
The local weather radar turned into a feather radar for a few hours Wednesday morning.
Not the best joke.
What?
There's got.
I love to quack a good joke.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
That's all right.
Saved it.
No, but a better like leading comment. The radar was down for a while.
Yeah. I don't get.
Duck down.
No.
Well, look, you wouldn't know, but it's
Yeah.
commonly used in expensive duvets and pillows.
Oh wow, jeez, that would have been a great pun.
Wouldn't it just?
We're back to fighting. He turned on me again. Meteorologists in the National Weather Service's Duluth office noticed some unusual activity on the screen and became worried there was a fire in the county. Right?
Okay.
They called the sheriff and the fire centre, and no one had heard of any emergencies. They then rang up the Rice Lake National Wildlife Refugees. Refugees, Jesus.
Those ducks have been through a lot.
Been through a lot. Give them a home. Where the action
They
seemed...
flew over the wall.
Oh, absolutely. Where the action seemed to be concentrated, it turned out to be 600,000 ducks in formation.
In formation.
Yeah.
They were getting ready for an attack.
This is...
And a quack.
Good.
Thanks.
Ducked out like the blankets.
Oh.
He's so a meteorologist said workers from the refuge said they'd been out conducting a waterfowl survey in the morning around 10:30am. The timing corresponded almost exactly with what appeared on the radar in Duluth. The surveyors went out onto the lake in airboats, which likely disturbed the ducks on the lake. They flapped around until the vessel left and the birds could settle peacefully on the water once again. The meteorologist said they were surprised by the size and the timing of the echo the ducks caused.
Impossible.
How do you know?
Ducks, quacks don't echo.
Ah, well done. The weather service is used to its radar, picking up the roosting rings from time to time. But that usually happens around sunrise in autumn or spring. When
I
birds...
know when it happens.
Sorry, David. Nearest we can figure is there's something special about that lake in particular, they say.
Oh.
Right? The highest duck counts in the region tend to come from that site. There must be something the ducks especially like in that lake, Sean. What
could it
is
be?
there?
Bread?
Talk to me.
Diddleman is terrified of ducks.
Absolutely. They love bounties. Keep taking his bounties.
He gets swarmed. What could be in the lake?
Bread is good. There's a bakery underneath the water.
The underground bakery.
The
underwater
bakery.
Oh,
that
God.
bread would be so soggy.
The very wet dough.
Very wet dough.
And 600,000?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
600,000 ducks.
That would be terrifying to drive a
Imagine-
boat through.
Yeah, imagine you turn up and you're just like, in my head, yeah, you have a boat and you're slowly going through and they just part.
Like the Red Sea.
Like the Red Sea, but there's 300,000 either side of you and they all just silently just are looking at
Yeah,
you.
it's a duck's, like, a duck. There's a fear that somewhere a duck is staring at you.
I can't remember the name of that fear.
But-
you would definitely have it there because there's 600,000.
Oh, and they're all looking at you.
Yeah.
But imagine being right in the middle of the lake, ducks all around you.
Yeah.
And just... And they all disperse.
Just chaos. Just absolute lunacy.
There'd be shit everywhere.
I have how you would teach your child, right? If you were a father,
Yeah.
you bring your son out in the lake. We're going fishing, boy, right? But he's been a bit whingy for the last few weeks.
Right.
How you teach him a lesson?
Bring him to Duck Lake.
Bring him to Duck Lake. You drop him right in the centre. You stick on slowly your mask and your padding. He's like, "Father, what are we doing here?" You say, "Boy." Do you remember the time you dirtied the bathroom?
And you've like crafted him a suit made out of slices of bread.
He's a little baker boy.
He's a little baker. He's covered in flour.
He loves flour. I think that's a way to teach your children a lesson. Go to the Killer Duck Lake.
Go to the Killer Duck Lake, put him in the middle, clap.
Oh man,
That sounds like Batman is born.
Duckman.
Duckman.
You have to become your greatest fear.
Yeah, and then he
Clap.
he fears the clap. He's dressed as a duck, but his superhero name is the Clap.
He's very confused.
Everyone's confused.
He's always on edge.
Yeah. He doesn't like loud noises.
The worst superhero ever. The big explosion goes off and they're robbing the bank. He's like, "Jesus Christ." Oh, Jesus. I've got the Clap.
Yeah, two things happen. He either becomes terrified of ducks or becomes king of the ducks.
One of the two. Oh man, this Duck Lake. It's a place of great danger.
It is, but also
They thought
great
it was
possibility.
They thought it was a fire. 600,000 ducks are so big that they come up on the radar as a mass fire.
Yeah, like
Fucking hell.
I mean, look, hopefully a fire never starts there, because from now on they'll just be like, "Oh, it's the ducks."
Yes, the ducks are at again.
Yeah.
Just the pyromaniac ducks. They're all trying to set fire to the water.
The dad gave the duck like a Zippo lighter.
The duck has a roll-up sleeve t-shirt
Yeah.
and a pack of cigarettes in his roll-up sleeve.
Yeah.
He takes one out, just slowly takes a drag.
This is the coolest goddamn duck.
My God. Just goes mental.
He's still a duck at the end of the
That's so
day.
fucking cool though, isn't he? Can't believe we come up with a hero who has the Clap.
I know. Very progressive.
Very progressive. Shaun, would you like to hear a top 3 weird news stories of 2019?
I don't think I'm ready. I might die.
I don't think you're emotionally prepared for these following 3 stories.
I'm in no way prepared for anything.
Have we gotten to your favourite of the year so far?
Oh, I know my favourite and I haven't heard it yet. I really
Okay.
hope it's on the list.
Okay, right. Number 3 is undercover cops posing as drug buyers arrested by undercover cops posing as drug dealers. This is the story when 2 groups of undercover policemen arrested each other on a big drug raid because nobody talked to each other.
No, they were from different precincts.
Yeah.
And imagine trying to convince them.
It was Precinct 11 and Precinct 12. But
You would think they'd work closely.
But they were running separate what's the word?
Sting operations.
Drug sting operations. Didn't tell each other, and they both ended up as the undercover from either side of the drug deal.
It's like it's a plot from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Like,
Yeah, that's all I could think of.
or 21 Jump Street or something
Yeah.
like that. Where I'm sure they both did their jobs very well, both teams. But in the end, it was all for nothing.
I think, did we start talking about how if there was one guy who's actually a drug dealer there,
Yeah.
there would have to be one proper drug dealer that they integrated into his group and they went undercover.
Yeah, and you wouldn't just trust the new guys to...
No, so there would have to be one and everyone just starts, chaos erupts and he just slips out the back because he's the only person there who's actually guilty.
I was thinking about it, like, you would pretend to also be an undercover
oh
cop.
absolutely. I'm in Precinct 11.
Oh, I'm the 13 guy.
I think we had a conversation that was I'm a policeman. Yeah, alright. Yeah, I'd say you are.
No, I said it first.
Yeah. So undercover cops arrest each other is number 3. Let's give that a play. Okay, we're moving on to our next weird news story, and that is undercover cops posing as drug buyers
Oh.
arrested by undercover cops posing as drug dealers.
Wait, didn't this exact thing happen in 21 Jump Street?
So, undercover cops were trying to get a drug dealer.
Right.
But another group of undercover cops were separate cops were trying to get a drug buyer.
Oh, it's a classic case of miscommunication.
And this is the best.
This is unreal.
A gigantic drug raid mistake led to police officers arresting each other.
Dun dun dun.
It turns out undercover cops in Detroit posed as drug dealers to help catch a pair of sellers. However, thanks to a tiny mess up, another undercover police group thought they were real drug dealers, so they raided that house as undercover buyers, which quickly became the most embarrassing things the department has ever seen, they said.
How do you reconcile that? Like, in that moment, what are you saying?
Even the police chief had to come out and be like, yeah, we fucked up.
This is going to make a great story. One day we'll all laugh. Like, was it a case that they both had their guns pointed at each other?
Oh, yes, hang on.
Okay.
Authorities say the undercover officers from the 12th precinct went undercover with the purpose of pretending to be drug dealers so they could address the potential buyers. Two pretend buyers within the house, where the pretend drug dealer were precinct 11. So precinct 11 and precinct 12 were at. These officers were there to arrest the buyers. Are we all still with me? Right?
I am, yeah.
Yes,
surely they would talk.
11 and 12 have gone in, but they haven't talked to each other.
They're in the next office, so I don't know how precincts work.
Neither do I. To sum it up, basically, neither 12 or 11 knew these other cops were undercover.
Fuck.
So they began to rampage the place when they arrived, and they quickly began to yell at each other, pulled guns at each other, and started a fist fight as they tried to arrest each other.
Oh my god. They are definitely best friends now.
And in case you were wondering, yes, they were all wearing body cameras and were able to capture the whole incident from either side.
Yes.
As they all fought each other.
It's like a choose your own adventure.
An internal investigation has been lodged, obviously, because of course, especially since there were guns involved and punches were being thrown everywhere between the officers as they were like, you get on the floor, no, you get on the floor.
I'm a cop. No, I'm a cop.
Wait, what?
Wait. And then they just start kissing.
Ooh, hello.
Oh, I love a man in uniform.
That is a plot twist. No, it's not added in the newspaper article.
Listen to the commentary. It just
turned into a massive orgy between 11 and 12.
Yeah, and then the commissioner was like, "Ooh, lads, it's all on camera."
Yeah, we'll just say it was a riot and we couldn't show it. Like there was punches thrown.
Jesus,
I fucking seen things, boys.
There's no love there. That's not love.
That's just pure animal lust. The best part of the story was that the homeowners just stood there and watched them basically just rip each other apart without knowing who they were. Can you imagine how confused this dude must have been?
It's like in a film where like a clone is fighting the original. It's like, who do I shoot?
So the guy who's like the main drug operator who operates out of that house, the undercover cops must have been like in his squad. And then the undercover... Okay, I said undercover sellers must have been on his squad, and the undercover buyers were coming in to buy it, right?
Yeah.
So this guy it's just him, and he's got like 50 cops.
He's just surrounded, but the cops are so distracted.
But they're distracted by each other, so he's just watching them all kick the shit out of each other.
He's like, who's a cop? What?
He's just like, he's so confused. So as I said, the homeowner just stood there and watched them all just basically kill each other.
You would though, wouldn't you?
He's so confused.
Pulls out his phone.
Yeah, in all seriousness, like it's fairly ridiculous. It's like a scene out of The Office or something.
Yeah, like it's the kind of thing that if they had taken 5 seconds to stop punching the head off each other, it'd be solved immediately.
But like, what could you say? Because like, you'd be like, I'm a cop. No, get down on the ground, I'm a cop. You get down on the ground, I'm a cop. And then immediately you're like, I don't believe your story, obviously, because I'm the cop.
Yeah.
It's like the clone and the evil clone. Like, I know I'm the good clone.
I'm the real one.
Yeah, I swear.
You would just be like, I'm from 11. Look, just make a call.
Oh man, this is great.
On the flip side though, if they weren't undercover sellers, do you imagine the balls those guys would have if they were just actual drug sellers and they were like, no, we're cops?
Yes.
Don't arrest
But
us.
see, that's the thing. Like, I think this story is going to make a few people do that from now on.
Oh, Florida man's going to try it.
Oh, Florida man's definitely going to try. Him and his Florida man friends.
Yeah.
Going to be like, this is the best plan ever.
Just say we're cops.
Yeah, then they can't kill us.
Or arrest us. You can't arrest a policeman.
We'll arrest them.
Yeah. Then we'll be cops. And we can leave this life of crime.
Has anyone ever seen Let's Be Cops?
That.
We'll just do that. Oh man, I read that headline and I thought, yep, that's
like a sketch. Every comedy group has done that sketch.
yeah, that a bunch of undercover cops don't know the other undercover cops.
Yeah, it's like a Key and Peele or SNL skit.
And the one guy who's actually the drug dealer is just so confused.
And presumably gets away.
Yeah, they're all killing each other. He just like walks out. He's like whistling.
Yeah, he moonwalks out.
Why is that guy moonwalking? Get him!
No, he's a cop.
Oh, that's our moonwalking captain. That's a strong one.
That was quite the episode.
Quite the episode.
I think we could just stop right there.
Do you want to stop
Surely there's no further stories.
I would say there's 2 more stories left, Sean.
Stories?
And to be honest with you,
It's like a 2-story building.
no, it's not.
Yeah, it is. It's got 2 stories.
Okay. Oh, fuck.
Energy up.
You can tell it's been a long day.
We've been at this since noon. It's now 4 p.m.
We've been listening to all the stories.
We've been keeping up with you.
So we're moving on to our top 2. And to be honest with you, these might be the top 2 stories of the year.
Possibly the decade.
Oh, certainly at the end of the decade.
Certainly 2019.
I think these 2 stories both rival the raccoons from last year, Sean.
Yeah, that's my benchmark for how good a story is.
And that was very early on. So, moving on to number 2. Man sinks $3 billion submarine, forgetting to close the hatch.
I love it. So this is my favourite story, I think.
I think so.
Because it was the realisation of what was happening.
I think we read it and we were just like, my favourite line of this whole thing is when I said, oh, they forgot to close the hatch, and you said, oh, they put the water on the inside. And I remembered that quote for months.
The point you still remember it.
Yeah.
And even then we go on a whole thing about like the sergeant is given out to him.
Yeah,
and
he doesn't care.
Yeah, he doesn't care, and they're all just like dickhead students. It's like, sir, why didn't you make a door that closes?
Yeah. So they built a $3 billion submarine.
$3 billion.
And from what I can remember, it was like run by like 95% computers.
Yeah, so once it went under, it would just do its thing.
And because they literally just needed like a skeleton crew to like run other things around it.
Needed someone to close the door.
To close the door and keep the computer running, because the computer did all the work. And one of them forgot to close the hatch when they were going down. And completely ruined all of the equipment.
It flooded.
Of course it flooded, yeah.
The water was on the inside.
The water was on the inside, and all the water got into the computer system and fucked it all up.
And like there would have been a moment when it was going down when they would have realised what was happening, they couldn't stop it.
We are twats.
We are not trouble.
Yeah, that's how they talk.
That's how they talk, because they're undergoing some stress, Connor.
You gotta get those double negatives in.
$3 billion.
Yeah, that's my favourite. I think that might be a quote that I put on a shirt if we were to do the show. Just like $3 billion. Just looking into the distance.
Into the submarine.
Because you can't even imagine that.
If I owed anyone,
if you owed anyone $3,000,
I think we had this discussion.
Yeah, like if you owed,
if I owed anyone 30 quid,
I'd be like, Jesus.
I'd be like, fuck, I'm gonna get that back to him now.
But $3 billion, that's a lot of zeros.
And you have to like pass the blame upwards.
Yeah,
surely.
Yeah, it's somebody else's fault that you didn't close that hatch.
Yeah,
because I think we had a conversation that like there would have been a crew, but there was one of them that did it. Yeah. And he knows he did it. But everybody else doesn't know that he did it.
Everyone else is like, oh, what happened there?
Yeah. Who didn't close that? He's like, oh, I don't know. Who didn't close the hatch? Looking around.
It might have been you. Or you.
It was good. So yeah, this is man sinks $3 billion submarine. Oh man, I love this story. We sometimes get slip-ups here on Weird News.
Never.
People costing other people money.
Oh, I thought you meant those that we
No,
made
we never
slip-ups.
slip up. We're perfect.
Yeah.
But we get other people slipping up and just making, that's a Irish phrase, making a hames of it.
Making a hames.
Right.
Now I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Exactly. So they're in a situation and they just do something and they're just like, oh fuck, I'm after forgetting to lock the back door.
And the cougars are out today.
The cougars are out.
And I've left all of this beef
Why did I
around the house.
Why did I leave my child in that spike pit? Right? Well, I have a certain kind of story like that because I have how to sink a $3 billion submarine, Sean.
Fuck.
How do you go about sinking a $3 billion submarine?
I mean, ideally, they're designed to sink.
Yeah.
But a controlled sink.
It's controlled sinkage.
And then they come back up. Mm-hmm. I have a feeling this one didn't come back up.
Now, what the main problem would be is you don't want to leave any holes. A good thing with a submarine,
Yeah.
everything's closed off.
Structural integrity.
And you keep on, and it's very good at holding under the pressure.
That's the thing. Water outside, people inside.
Exactly. Well, where they went wrong here was that one man forgot to close a hatch.
He put the water on the inside.
He's got like this diagram. He's like water outside, people inside. He's like, oh no!
It's flooding in. He's just like, let me check the manual.
Just 2 pages. Yeah. And he's like, he looks at the manual, looks up, looks at the manual, looks up. Oh, no, the boss is going to kill me. The modern submarine is not a simple machine, Sean.
No.
A loss of propulsion, unexpected flooding, or trouble with reactors or weapons can doom a subcrew to a watery grave at a sad part of the world. You know what I mean? A watery grave, Sean.
The wateriest grave you can imagine.
But you know, it's also a good idea to close the hatch before you dive into the water.
Sorry, let me just check the manual.
Yeah, go on again. Oh no, you did it again. Well, Conrad Zeus presents the Z3, the world's first working programmable fully automatic computer in Berlin that runs this submarine, right?
Amazing.
The submarine gets run by computers. They need people there to just keep the computers working.
Yeah, but all the work is done.
I would say 99% of the work is done by the computer.
So without this computer, you're saying a lot of money would be wasted.
I would say it'd be fairly pointless to spend $3 billion on this submarine that's worked completely by computers. All a human would have to do is close the hatch when they come in. Everything else is ran for them.
I mean, look, a robot should provide some kind of warning light, maybe.
Call it a lesson learned for the Indian Navy, which managed to put the country's first nuclear missile submarine, the 2.9 billion Airhand, out of commission in the most bold-headed way possible. It was reported yesterday that the Airhand had been out of commission since suffering major damage some 10 months ago.
You'd get fucking sick, wouldn't you?
Due to what a Navy source characterised as human error, is what they're calling it.
Human error means small mistake, big repercussions.
Yeah. Allowing water to flood the sub's propulsion compartment after failing to secure one of the vessel's hatches that you can get in.
Oh my god. Because you'd have to come to terms with it as it's happening.
Yeah, you're like,
we can't stop it.
We can't go back up.
Lads.
Water rushed in as a hatch on the rear side was left open by mistake, as it was at the harbour. Shortly after the submarine's launch, the Hindu reports since then, the sub had been undergoing repairs and cleanup for the last 10 months. Because it would just be completely flooded.
Yeah,
it's a submarine.
It was underwater, and then it was full of water.
And then it was underwater, literally.
For ages. Salty water.
Salty water, the worst type of water.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's hard to articulate how major a foul up this is.
Lads, you don't understand.
$3 billion.
With a B.
With a B.
That's... No, you'll never see that kind of money.
No, you wouldn't even see $1 million. $3 billion on this submarine that is meant to work perfectly.
Oh, also it's nuclear.
Nuclear submarine. the whole budget of the country has gone into this submarine, and you have been in charge of it for 5 minutes.
You couldn't close what is essentially a door.
You left the harbour, leaving the door open.
This isn't like going on holidays with the immersion on, lads. This is big.
The boys are just like really laid back about it. It's like, it'll be fine. No, lads, this is fucking big.
Sir, it's meant to go underwater. Like.
No, but you can't. You have to close the hatch.
Sure, I fucking told him to close the hatch.
I told him and he told me. It's not our fault.
It's our fault. Why didn't your computer tell us to close the hatch?
Well, I didn't think I'd need to tell you.
Sure, my car tells me when the boot's open.
Just get out. just the guy can't even look at them.
Sir, can I get my wages early?
You need to fuck off. Your wages are in the submarine.
Ah, fuck.
Oh, I shouldn't have left that door open.
Oh, this is a huge loss.
This is just one chap having a fight, just having a cigarette just before he sets off. He just throws it into the water. He's like, right, let's crack on there now, lads.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, man. Besides under repair work, many pipes had to be cut open and replaced, and the whole place had to be cleaned up of gallons and gallons of water that had flooded the whole thing.
Not that bad.
Not that bad, it's fine.
How much damage can gallons of water do?
Due to a computer.
Yeah.
Not much.
Not a bit, lad.
So it is said that it won't be ready to go until at least 2021 because of these cleanups.
Jesus.
They spent $3 billion on this submarine and it has been taken out by water.
They're going to be very fucking careful the next time it launches, though, aren't they?
Every door. Triple lock that fucking door, Tommy.
No doors. There's not going to put doors in
There's no way in.
They're going to seal the computer inside in a waterproof room, and they're just going to launch it. And it's like, it's done.
It'll be fucking better than setting off with ye fuckers.
Yeah.
Dickheads.
We built a second computer to fix the original computer so we wouldn't have to use you.
I hate you, Greg.
I hope you die. Sure, can I get an advance on you?
You need to stop, Greg. I read this and I thought, has there been a bigger fuck up? I can't remember. $3 billion is a lot.
It is a lot of money. It reminds me of, do you know that video that was going around for ages? It's the guy on the forklift in the factory, and he runs into a shelf, and everything falls, and it's like a domino effect.
Yeah,
it's like there's no coming back.
You're done. Like
you're done there. Just go home.
That's one of those times where you walk into the door, and your boyfriend or your girlfriend is looking at you. You're like, "How was work?" Honestly, it wasn't great.
Like, legitimately, I don't want to talk about it.
Normally I say to you, grand, and we move on to dinner. But at the minute right now, I don't want to talk about it.
And you just sit down on the couch with your head in your hands. Like,
oh, Lord.
And you're like, they're just listening to you, and you're just like, 3 billion. That's 3 billion.
And they try to start talking about their day, like, Susan was talking to me, and she knocked over one of the bottles in work, and it took me ages to pick up the water. It took me like 10 minutes to pick up.
Minutes?
Yeah.
How much is the water?
Absolutely like $3. $3, yeah. Why? What's your problem? Not. You're very quiet. Look. What if we didn't have any income for a while?
What if we moved?
to move?
Because I messed with the government stuff.
I think I've ruined this planet. We need to move to another planet. I think I'm banned.
They kicked me out.
They kicked me out of the whole of India. We need to get out of here. 3 billion. The one guy.
Yeah, it's someone's fault. It's like there's one dude and it's all down to him.
It's just, and he knows.
Yeah.
Do you think when they told him the submarine is flooding, someone left the hatch open, he did the look around like, oh no, who did
could
that?
Have done? Oh, lads.
And he's like, was it you? No, was it? Where were you? Huh?
I was having a fag out the back.
Alright. Interesting. Suspicious.
Is it though?
He's like accusing everybody else extra hard. He does protest too much.
What were you doing? Closing all the doors in the front?
They're just trying to make small. Like, what's your pastime? Locking doors. I love locking doors.
Gonna put new doors in the house. Put 6 locks on each of them.
Just because I'm very secure.
Very secure. I never leave a door open.
Absolutely
That's
not.
That's just my personality, you know.
Sorry, this is a Wendy's.
Yeah, a lovely door.
$3 billion.
Back to the table. It's like, 3 billion.
Just having panic attacks. Just thinking about his eyes. He hasn't blinked in 4 days.
He's gonna age like 30 years. And it's gonna come back to him every so often.
Every night he's gonna go to sleep and just wake up and just like $3 billion.
They're gonna announce like, and the country is in debt by this much.
The country's in debt by $2.999 billion. We could have really done with that summary.
Would have made quite a dent in it.
Oh no, that poor man. Oh, by a poor man we mean fucking idiot. What do you do? And now we get to numero uno.
Numero one.
Numero one, as they say on the streets. This is. We've had a lot of marriages. We've had a lot of just weird
a lot of
divorces, weird relationships all year. But there's one that stood out to me. And it's actually a story we covered when we were on the radio.
Oh,
ages back.
Yeah.
And we
is it
covered
spooky?
It is quite spooky because the number one weird news story, the one we've all been waiting for 2019, is that the woman who married her 300-year-old pirate ghost needed an exorcism after the violent breakup.
There's a lot going on there. There's a lot of backstory to that.
The backstory, I think, is that we covered this Amanda Teague. She married this 300-year-old ghost pirate, and she was like, I'm so happy, we're in a relationship together.
Yeah.
They met in Australia.
Yeah, and
they had the Mile High Club when they were flying back.
Which opens a whole other can of worms.
Yeah, we're not going to
They book a seat.
Did they book 2 seats?
Who can say?
Who could say?
But why didn't they sail?
Who knows? He would be the expert for that. He'd fly the whole way.
Yeah. And it was just the fact that she needed an exorcism meant that he was hanging around her.
Yes.
So who broke up with who?
She divorced him. Because she kept getting sick. Like really, really violently sick.
I imagine I think I say in the report, probably some other cause.
Probably some other cause other than your ghost pirate husband.
Unless there's an actual corpse.
And the biggest telling she had was her dog didn't like him.
Yeah, the dog doesn't like her ghost. Dogs don't like ghosts, though.
That's true, everyone knows that.
But ghosts, big fans of dogs.
Who's a good boy?
Who's a good boy? This story perfectly sums up weird news in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Because there's no defence for acting like this.
To accept that this story exists is to accept that a woman initially married a 300-year-old ghost pirate to get to the point of needing a divorce. Because we just accepted that the marriage happened.
And do you need a divorce if there's an exorcism happening? Because an exorcism is killing a ghost, technically.
So she's committing murder. But you can't commit murder to a ghost.
Well, they're already dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we can murder as many ghosts as we want.
I'll give you free rein that you can marry and murder as many ghosts as you want.
Interesting.
Up to and including 10.
Why that limit?
Because after that you're a serial mass murderer. They can't be having it.
Ghosts, man.
Of course.
They don't have mass.
Oh, you see them at mass, though.
Do you?
I don't know. I think Jesus told me that once.
Fair enough. Let's see if we talk about it in the report.
That's you rolling.
Just getting the segue going.
Get the play.
I'm filling the segue with petrol.
Okay, good stuff. This is our number one weird news story of the year. Woman marries 300-year-old ghost pirate and then needs exorcism. Shaun, our first weird news story of the week is actually a callback, a follow-up, and a sequel.
What?
I suppose you could say.
To a previous story we've talked about?
Now, we've had several women who have had marriages to different things, Sean.
Different things.
What have we had?
We've had a lady who married a creepy doll. I don't think the doll was meant to be creepy, but it just was.
Zombie sex doll.
Zombie sex doll,
It's
I believe.
implied it'll be creepy.
That's true, because of the sex.
No, the zombie.
Oh, yeah. We've had a woman who married a ghost pirate. A woman who just straight up married a ghost and wanted to have ghost babies.
Well,
A woman who married her duvet.
that's true. We've had a lot of them.
Yeah.
Not to say men don't also marry weird things. We've had the guy who married a hologram.
Yeah.
What's the other guy? Oh, we've had several idiots.
Yeah, people just marry weird shit.
Yeah, so speaking of what you've already talked about, Sean.
Oh.
Woman who married 300-year-old pirate ghost needed exorcism after violent breakup.
Oh my god. Jesus.
Yes, that's right. We are again tackling Amanda T, the woman who married a 300-year-old pirate ghost.
Okay. Dramatic breakup.
Yeah.
I love it.
And she did an exorcism to get rid of him after the dramatic breakup.
He didn't want to leave.
He didn't want to leave.
She broke up with him.
Maybe, we don't know. So Amanda Teague was forced to undergo an exorcism after she says her former soulmate turned nasty and possessed her, Sean.
Well, he's a pirate.
Ghost.
A pirate ghost, of course. You can't trust him.
In 2016...
He really shivered her timbers.
Oh, come on now. In 2016, she claimed to have married a Haitian pirate called Jack, who died in the 1700s, Sean.
Rip.
After being executed for thieving on the high seas. But she says her union left her hospitalised after claiming she discovered that her husband was not all he made himself out to be, Sean.
You could see right through him.
Wait a minute.
So he's... Wait, as in he wasn't a pirate? Or he was a bastard?
Imagine if the big twist was he wasn't a pirate. She's like, you're not the man I married?
Yeah, he had died on Halloween or something.
It's a fucking ghost.
Yeah, it's just a regular ghost.
The 47-year-old who previously worked as a Captain Jack Sparrow impersonator. This story's amazing.
This is so good.
Is now warning people. She's now warning people about casually dating in the spiritual world.
You have to be fully committed.
Who is this for?
Oh, you know there's someone that followed that story.
Yeah.
And is like, one day I'll meet my Captain Jack.
Oh my god, I can't wait for my ghost of 400 years ago.
400 years?
Oh, very
an
old.
older gent.
I like a mature gentleman. She said, after 2 weeks of marriage, I started to get health problems.
Really?
Health problems, Sean.
Well, he was doing all the cooking.
Other than her brain problems.
Yeah.
Does that count as health problems?
Brain is health.
Brain is health.
A brain illness should be treated like a regular illness, Connor.
She was suffering from all sorts of diseases. About 4 or 5 months.
Scurvy.
I started to grow a peg leg.
I didn't know you could grow that.
My leg just fell off and a peg leg grew instead.
Like a clothes peg, a little one.
I woke up in the morning and there was a parrot on my shoulder. About 4 or 5 months in, when things started to really go downhill, I went back to some of the people that had communicated with Jack. I know the symptoms of possession, and part of it is ill health, she said.
Oh no.
So I was concerned that it has to do with the relationship because of the timeline. Made sense. She got married. 2 weeks later, she started getting all these diseases.
It's true. Mm-hmm. And so she can't talk to him.
Well, look, that's never explained. She said, actually, there you go. She talked to the people who contacted him, and she said, I was assured that he was a lovely spirit who wouldn't harm me.
Seems like he's harming her.
It's poor basis for a relationship to have to talk to your significant other through somebody else.
Yeah, it'd be like...
Now, obviously, the poor basis is that he's a ghost, but if we're going to get into it...
No, say if this was just regular day to day, it'd be like someone setting you up on a blind date and just going, no, he's a lovely lad. And then you get, like, earplugs and blinders put on.
Yeah, and you have to talk to your friend.
Yeah.
Only.
And she'll he or she will just like relay messages, but you won't know that it's actually from the person.
He said you look nice. Did he?
Did he now?
We don't know. But yeah. But after her dog, Toby, died, Sean.
No, not Tobias.
Not Tobias. Amanda says she spotted a major red flag about the relationship. She said...
More like a black flag. Yarr. And her other dog, Jolly Roger.
Oh man. And her bootstrap Jack. I knew his passing was imminent, and I'd asked Jack to keep him until it was my time, so we'd all be together.
So she was
asking, right? The idea here is that the poor dog was probably 15, 16.
Yeah.
Was going to pass away anyway. And her question was, she asked her ghost husband to keep the dog alive until she passed away, so they'd both pass away together.
Okay, a couple of problems.
Yes.
Problem the first. What the fuck kind of authority does he have?
Over the dead.
Over the dead.
Well, I mean...
There's one pirate who has control over the dead, and it's Davy Jones.
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows this.
You should have married Davy if you thought you were going to be controlling the dead, miss.
Davy is far better than Jack.
Oh, Jack's the worst.
Talking shit about this woman's ex-husband.
It was not real.
Yeah. And
the idea of the fact that he had to keep the dog alive.
Lot of pressure.
That's a lot of pressure on him.
And if she's presumably hoping to live a long life,
yeah,
that dog's going to end up 50 or 60.
Yeah, like... Not in dog years, in human
years. In dog years, he'd be as old as Captain Jack.
Time itself.
the oldest dog.
But Toby wouldn't go to Jack. He was incredibly aggressive and wouldn't go near him. So apparently the dog wouldn't go to get goodbye pets from this ghost.
And Toby loves everyone.
But apparently he didn't like the ghost pirate husband that his owner had.
I don't think dogs get on with ghosts.
You don't
generally.
think? I don't think dogs can see ghosts. I don't think we can see ghosts.
But no, true. Ghosts aren't real.
Yes.
But
I think we're not getting lost in that fact here.
No. That's decided.
Okay.
It's confirmed on this podcast. But I think that if a ghost were to appear, like in films and stuff, it's always the animals that are like, this isn't right.
Oh, they can sense it.
Yeah, something shit.
It's like a cat can sense an earthquake before it happens or some shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Or a dog knows when feeding time is.
Oh, or when the leash comes out.
Oh, you better be going for a walk if the leash comes out.
Goodbye, pets. In the end, he had to go to my mother because he just didn't want to be near him. This is Toby, by the way.
Oh, Toby, okay.
So animals are quite intuitive about people. So this was a big red flag to me, she said. Her first big red flag about her ghost pirate husband was the fact that her dog didn't like her ghost pirate husband.
And that's 6 months in.
6 months in, yeah.
Right.
That should have came up with one of the first dates. Bring him over for dinner.
Meet the dog.
And if the dog doesn't like him, maybe just don't go on a third date, fourth date.
That's true, because it's easier to break it off after 3 or 4 days.
Once you get into the marriage,
that's when it gets harder.
It's a bit harder to get.
You have to have shared custody of the dog.
But Amanda of Northern Ireland says that whilst the couple moved on from the incident, her health began to get worse.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Maybe she just had an infection.
She was getting abscesses.
Abscesses.
Yeah. All the time after Jack and I would have any sexual relationship, she said. So her and Jack would have some sexy time.
Yeah.
She'd come out with all these abscesses.
Abscesses.
That's a lot of S's. But basically, it was something that was at the back of my mind. I never had these before I was with Jack, she said.
Oh, I don't think Jack is exclusively the cause, because he's not real.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there must be something else going on in her life that she's getting abscesses. Where are the abscesses?
It doesn't say.
Oh.
Just says...
Because if it's in her gums, that's scurvy.
The irony of ironies is if she marries this fucking ghost pirate and gets scurvy.
Like, just...
Maybe he is real.
Maybe, or maybe she just like, no, he doesn't like eating fruit, so we don't eat any of it.
We don't eat any fruit. She just changed her whole diet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she says that the 47-year-old even cut off sex with the ghost in order to see if that helped.
And did it?
Once I stopped having sexual intercourse with Jack, the abscesses started to improve, she said.
Excellent.
Oh, brilliant. And I'd say that was literally the best 3 weeks I'd had since we got married.
Jesus. That's a damning indictment of married life with Jack.
So anyway, she says, one night she's gotten rid of all the diseases.
She's back full prime of her health.
Scurvy has gone away.
Eating lemons by the case.
She's fucking loving life. Anyway, one night a friend of mine got married to her spiritual partner, Shaun. And you know what they say, love is in the air.
Right, there's two of them.
And Jack and I ended up being intimate again for the first time in a few weeks.
Oh man.
The very next day, the scurvy was back with a vengeance.
Oh Lord. Not the scurvy. It'll creep up on you.
So then it was only then, she says, she started to get really worried.
Now something's wrong.
Hang on.
Oh my God.
She was whisked off the hospital for surgery after developing sepsis.
Oh, gross.
Which is not good.
No, very bad.
I almost died, and I was in the hospital for a week. I had to take my Reading wig off. Reading wig.
No,
Sorry,
I'm not going to do it.
Do it.
No, I'm not going to be that dude.
Don't do it.
The Reading wig.
Damn it.
Do you want a Reading wig, Connor?
The wedding ring. I'm very sick.
That's alright. I am too.
When she basically took the wedding ring off when she went into surgery. That must have cut the energy link between us, because I felt totally different after the operation.
Might have been the fucks.
Shaun, are you saying this operation that she had to heal herself made her feel better and slightly different before she went into the operation?
I mean, I would say it had an effect.
Well, I mean, I think you're just a hater for love.
I do. Look, and I think that medicine is stronger than energy links.
Down with that sort of thing now, right?
As a man who would love some medicine
not
right
on
now.
this holy podcast. I'm giving you non-stop energy links.
That's why we're both sick.
So, I reconnected with my own spiritual team, and I really saw a pattern about my health. I really saw alarm bells. He had previously been blocking communication with my spiritual team. She never says who her spiritual team is.
Are they also spirits?
See, I can't tell if they're spirits or they're the people that she gets to contact the spirits for her.
Right, but he was blocking communication.
He was blocking communication somehow. This is her story.
It's hiding
We
her
can
phone.
only go off her witness report for what has occurred here.
But she's unreliable at best, isn't she?
I mean, that's an attack on her character that I don't think I stand by.
I mean, it actually is. I shouldn't have said it. I'm sorry.
Don't. That's a bit mean now. She's clearly risen up and she's a very trustable source for all these pieces of information.
She's Queen of the Ghosts.
R.I.P. So I could see very, very clearly that he had been stealing my energy.
Oh,
she
no.
says
He's trying to come back.
But Amanda sought help for a former close friend that warned her against the spiritual union. Right?
Right.
She said, I had one person who had turned around to me and said that he thought I was what I was doing was dangerous. I'd had a big row with him, but I picked up the phone and told him that I thought he was right.
He said, nah, I told you so, and then
it was
hung
a
up.
child, I'm assuming, who has a slight bit of brain power.
That seems bad.
You're 6, what do you know? No, don't marry a ghost, Auntie Amanda.
Please don't.
So his reaction when I told him he had to leave was he wasn't going to. So she confronted Jack.
How?
She's come to her friend.
Yeah.
Her friend has said, I was right. I don't want to rub it in, I was right. But you need to cut off the ties with this man.
And let's just be clear here, I was right.
Just be very fucking clear. Oh, sorry, achoo, I'm allergic to fucking bullshit, right? I am right, Amanda, you dumb bitch, is what he said.
Now go home and break up your marriage.
With your ghost.
Yeah.
So she told Jack. It was a very emotional affair. Mm-hmm. She had to go home. She worked herself up into a frenzy. She told Jack. His reaction when I told him he had to leave was that he wasn't going to. Okay?
Oh no, it was unbelievable.
And if I tried to have an exorcism and get rid of him, he was going to kill me, she says.
Jesus.
This man is accused. This ghost can't be trusted. This ghost pirate, he doesn't feel very fucking trustworthy now.
Not a very honest man, is he?
He's a bad boy. apparently he's a bad boy in the dead as well.
Oh man, you thought he would have learned his lesson after the hanging.
No, absolutely not. It was terrifying, seeing a completely different side to the lovely spirit I had seen. All of this story is how he made her so sick.
Yeah, and continued to do so.
Yes.
And now he's the bad guy. Also,
Go on.
she's never seen any side of him.
Come on now.
He's transparent.
It's two-dimensional, yeah, that's true. And also doesn't exist.
It's true, yeah, that's the main
What do you think
point.
she sees?
Like an orb or some shit. They always say orbs, don't they?
I don't know. Like, how much drugs does she have to be on here?
Do you think it's drugs? That's an attack on her character.
I actually don't think it's drugs, which is scarier.
Yeah.
I think if it was like fucking LSD or meth or something, you could be like, fair enough.
Yeah, her brain definitely thinks she's seeing something.
Yeah, but the fact that I don't think she's on anything,
Yeah,
she's just crazy.
just like that.
Just like that. Crazy.
Let's not throw around the C word.
If we don't call this one crazy, what do we have left?
Just two sick boys in one room.
If I knew in my heart, but I knew in my heart that if I didn't get rid of it, my health was getting so bad that I was probably going to die anyway, she says.
Oh, so she had to make the choice.
The choice between death and death. It's a big choice.
It's a big choice. I would, myself,
Yeah. At this point, I would choose death.
I would choose that.
Yeah. Incredibly, following the exorcism, Amanda says her health has drastically improved. She
After
said,
a course of antibiotics given
at
to
an
her.
operation.
Yeah.
Yeah. She said previously I'd had an MRI scan which showed that my bowel was perforated. Right?
Christ.
She's in a bad, bad way, Sean. But that's something that doesn't heal without surgery. So I had the exorcism, and incredibly, it healed up. Absolutely fine.
I don't think a hospital would let you leave.
No, I think so.
If you was like, no, there's a hole in your stomach.
She's like, don't worry about it, I have an exorcism booked next week. I have it covered.
No. Not allowed.
Did somebody give her the met? I've not had any more health problems or bowel problems at all since then, she says. I went to the hospital recently and the junior doctor called in a consultant because she was like, I've never seen this before. If I hadn't got the exorcism done, I think I'd definitely be going around very, very sick and possibly dead, she says. Now Amanda has written a book about her experiences and says
God.
that she has sworn off all spiritual work. She says, I've quit it all because I'm terrified.
Buy my book.
The book is called... I'm not going to tell you because this woman does not deserve any sort of free advertisement.
That's true. But
This lady has written a book about ghost exorcism. She married a 300-year-old pirate, then was surprised when the ghost of the pirate turned out to be evil, got her real sick, had to have an exorcism instead of a divorce.
And now she has a book.
And now she has a book.
And she's selling for money.
What the fuck are we doing with our lives, lads?
Ooh, if we could do that. We should do that. We should just write a terrible book and see if anyone buys it.
Just put it out.
Just put it out. Put it on Amazon.
Yeah.
Just for like a euro. And
For what? What would we call it? Just Tears for Hire.
Here's for hire.
Yeah.
And it's just a series of us rambling.
Just
And another thing.
Sean, I ask you the humble question I always ask you. Why? What's going on here?
Oh, she just wanted a book deal. This has been a long con.
You think?
The headlines of that. We talked about it. We're the biggest news organisation there is.
We are.
She got her name out there. She had a ridiculous story. Then it got more ridiculous in that the ghost tried to kill her. Now it's going to be a book. Then it's going to be a sci-fi TV movie.
Oh, God.
Tell me I'm wrong.
No, I'm thinking about it now. 300-year-old ghost. How does she think she's the hero in this story?
I don't know. Because it just... If anything, it's encouraging other people to marry ghosts. I know this particular story isn't, but the original story was.
Yeah. Like, I think in her head, she's like, I did a very normal thing.
Yeah.
Married a 300-year-old ghost pirate. Turned out the ghost pirate wasn't trustworthy.
Yeah, now she's like, lads, I know you're all thinking it, but it's not all it's cracked up to be.
Trust me, I've lived.
Yeah.
And I think you should all stay away from your ghost boyfriends.
Jesus.
You know what I mean?
Isn't there more important shit going on in the world?
Like, she's the person that, like, walk into, like, a flamethrower store, get burned to death. You're like, now I've been through that.
Yeah.
And I think nobody else should go into that flamethrower store that sets off flamethrowers.
Here's a book about flamethrowers.
I don't understand.
No, but this is, like, she is going to be on...
This morning again.
This morning, yeah.
With Hulls and...
Scozers.
Scozers and Hulls.
Like, she doesn't deserve that publicity, but
No.
she's going to get it. And we're worse. We're feeding
giving her the
into
publicity.
it.
But at the same time, this is weird news that this lady has come back out.
Yeah, and we're not bound by broadcasting law.
Oh, absolutely not. We don't give a shit.
No.
We're giving her no pennies at all. We've attacked her character non-stop here.
Absolutely, and you can do nothing about it.
What's the ghost going to do? Well, if he's exercised, is he just gone?
Well, he's ripped now. Because he's exercised.
That was actually pretty good for a sick boy.
Thank you very much. I guess he's just gone back to Davy Jones' locker.
Maybe. Oh man, like, does she marry another ghost?
She said she'd soaring off the spirit
How
world.
do you find another boyfriend after this? What was your last relationship? You're not going to believe me. Okay.
Try me.
No, you're not.
You're actually
no, honest
not
to
going
God.
to believe me.
No, do you think she'd just say it as normal?
As in,
Would it be worse if she was like, oh yeah, well I was dating some guy and he was just bad for me, just a bad boy.
older man, you know?
An older man, like a lot older. And I don't think I was ready for that kind of commitment.
I'd say she could, put it forward like that.
Yeah.
Rather than, it's a ghost. Married a ghost.
You know, ghosts, I married them.
The dog detail is a bit weird as well.
The fact that the dog didn't like the ghost was her first major tip-off. It wasn't until she was in fucking hospital having an operation
which worked.
that she went, maybe this ghost isn't for me.
Maybe he's not the man I thought he was.
So, okay, we're overlooking this. The ghost got her ill.
Yeah.
Or did he? What was the cause of all this illness?
We only have her to rely on as the storyteller. So I'd say it was just people get sick. People get horrible illnesses and there's no explanation.
Especially when she spends so much energy trying to have sex with a ghost and then getting scurvy, I can only assume.
It makes no sense that it's because the ghost she has this narrative of a ghost in her life. That whenever anything bad happens, surely it has to do with the ghost.
Couldn't just be the fact that she doesn't eat well or exercise in any way.
Exactly.
Or is a mental person.
Yeah. People get holes in their bowels, like...
Normal people.
And she's not... They're not all fucking ghosts.
But she says it cleared up once she had the exorcism, Sean.
I have a feeling that's not true.
Do you think so?
I'd say...
Is it one of those, like, belief things? Like, she believes that is the cause.
Maybe, yeah.
So then she projects that into reality in her own head.
Yeah. People have lied about much more stuff. There's, like, this... The thought that this is a lie isn't, groundbreaking.
So wait, so you're accusing her of not having a 300-year-old ghost parent husband?
I am.
Will she find love again?
Probably.
We'll obviously keep you updated on Amanda and all of her life.
Oh yeah,
but
our finger is on the pulse of this story.
Which is better, 300-year-old ghost pirate or lady who had sex with 15 ghosts?
Ooh.
Amethyst Realm.
I think that story just has a certain je ne sais quoi,
as they say,
to it.
Yeah.
Whereas I actively don't like this woman.
That's what attacking her character.
She wrote a book.
And Amethyst would definitely also write a book. Amethyst can't read.
Amethyst would write a blog.
Yeah, she'd be a blogger. Mm-hmm. I think Gossip Girl is based off Amethyst.
I hope so.
I hope that. I read that somewhere.
Wasn't Gossip Girl a man at the end?
I think you're thinking of Pretty Little Liars.
Oh, am I?
A was a guy.
Fuck.
Spoiler for Pretty Little Liars.
I have no basis for what that
Either
show's about.
I've actually never seen it either,
fair.
but all I know is at the ending I angered people. It was a How I Met Your Mother situation.
Oh, okay. Did you ever watch Charmed?
No, but I've seen it on E4 when I used to get sick when I was a kid.
That's why I watched Charmed.
Did you see the end of...
No.
They rebooted that.
Did they reboot Charmed?
I'm pretty sure they've rebooted Charmed.
Oh, another sick day show.
Oh man,
and here I am, sick.
This is Weird News Wednesday. This is not Movie Mondays. These aren't even movies.
Have you noticed that these shows have just gotten more just us chatting?
Just having a bit of a chat. So what can you do? We stop halfway through a story like, did you hear about Janet?
Yeah, the format is gone. Like,
oh man, we're old and haggard at this stage.
oh, good.
Boom, Sean.
Such a sad story.
Oh, I'm actually quite emotional. It's just
Love is dead.
she's the hero. She's the hero of all of our lives.
And someone's afterlife, maybe. Depending on what she thinks.
I really hope that that story lives up to what I can remember it being.
Yeah.
I mean, it got voted number 1, so I'm assuming people also like it as well.
I think so, and I think it's got pirates.
It's got pirates.
Got ghosts. It's got scandal.
It's got exorcisms. It's got divorce. It's got marriage. It's got everything.
All is missing. And it's got an animal in it.
It does have an animal.
All the best Weird News stories have animals. Just need some ducks and you'll be grand.
Exactly. So that is actually our best of Weird News 2019, Sean.
What a year.
It's been a very strong year, I think.
A very weird year.
A very weird year. And I'm really hoping that this time next year, we're able to have an even stronger Ted, if that was possible, than this year.
I hope so. And I think we did well this year. We had a much bigger pool to pick from in terms of ones that we thought were excellent.
I had to get really harsh on, not to say that we're good, but I had to go through each episode and I marked them all out, and I had over 80 I think at one stage
I remember the list.
of just stories, and I was like, I have to whittle it down to do a poll, but you can't put 80 on a poll because then
everything will get one vote.
yeah, so I was like, right, we'll put it down to 30 or 25, and so I just got so harsh that I was like, woman married a ghost, right, because I got rid of the woman who married her dog, the woman who married her duvet, there was a woman who was in a relationship with a Boeing 747,
the zombie sex doll.
that was in the top 30.
Right.
Because I was like, zombie sex doll is pretty good. You had the man who was marrying his own sex robot. Or his own sex doll.
Yeah.
That was only last week.
That was insane.
This is all fairly strong stuff that I was really pleased. I was like, oh, we actually don't. There's a lot of dog shit, but one or two is not bad.
Yeah, 80 out of however many.
5 million.
But it was nice that people were around to vote on it as well.
Yes.
And, the response we got was really, really, it was class.
This genuinely could not have been done without people voting on this, because we had no idea where to start. This.
And I also think, the people voting on this, their stories I would not have remembered, really.
Yeah.
But now that I remember, I'm like, oh, that's a really funny one.
I forgot all about the hens and the LSD at Disneyland.
Yeah.
And then I read them and I was like, oh yeah.
Class stories.
Class. I don't remember that. I just remember, did we have fun when we were talking about it? Because I remember laughing when we were doing it. Yeah, no, I can. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
I always worry that we just laugh and we find it funny.
Oh, yeah, that's always the worry.
But if other people are voting for it, I guess you like it.
That's okay.
Bit.
That's okay. So that is actually the end of the very special top 10 weird news stories. Sean's going to have lots of fun editing this. I mean, he already has, because you've already listened to it.
Yeah, clearly.
So,
I had a great New Year's Eve.
Have fun, boo. So, do you want to take us out, Sean?
Yes, thank you everyone very much for listening to this episode of Weird News Wednesdays, the special top 10 episode, and thank you very much for listening all through this year. We really do appreciate it. We've had a great year doing it, and hopefully you'll stick around for 2020.
I'm really hoping so.
Yeah. Big thank you, super big thank you to all our patrons who support us over on Patreon. You guys make this show a hell of a lot easier to do, and it's really encouraging to see all of you supporting us. If you want to join those people, there's a link in the description, or it's patreon.com/Here's for Hire podcast.
There's no tiers, so
there's no tiers. It's just whatever you want to do to support the podcast, however much you want to give. Or if you just want to support the podcast, the best thing you can do is by telling one human being that we exist.
Just the one.
Just the one. Maybe two, because it's New Year's.
Okay, maybe two.
Yeah, tell all your family. Write it in fireworks.
Pick your favourites from your family.
And then don't tell them.
Yeah.
Save them from this.
Tell them to run away.
We are on all of the social medias: Facebook, Heroes for Hire Podcast; Instagram, Heroes for Hire Podcast; Twitter, @Heroes for Hire Pod. The 4 is the number 4. Or if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, send them to heroesforhire_@outlook.com.
Very good.
I think that's it
I
for the
think
year.
I think that is it for this year of Weird News Wednesday, Sean. We had
Wow.
Christmas Day off,
So Christmas Day off, the one day off a year.
but we've come back strong, I think.
We'll come back strong and we'll be back on Friday for Hero Zero. Monday with Movie Mondays, and next Wednesday with the first Weird News Wednesday of 2020.
Very good.
Thanks.
I've been Conor Lawler.
I've been Sean Mean.
I'll see you then, guys.
Bye.
Bye.